Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new episode of Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. I'm Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro, and joining me, as always, on this illustrious show that we do every week are the beautiful queens of podcasting, and we're gonna start off with that lovely ray of sunshine. Y'all give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the amazing Raya Anderson. Yeah! She is with us. Woo!
Yes.
Hi. How are you,
Hi.
Janae?
I'm all right. Hanging in there.
Well, good. Well, you got your Florida uniform on. You're looking pretty. So I think it's going to be a great show today. I feel it.
Aww,
and you want to know why? Because our enforcer's here. Yeah, she was 15 minutes late, but she told us 30 minutes early. You got that, Britt? You understand? Like an adult.
Thank you.
This is Helene's intro. You don't need to drag me into this.
But you find your way to step into everyone else's. So,
I was gonna say, but as long as he's dragging you, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
No, y'all give it up for Miss Coretta with the Beretta. Miss Helene Turagano is in the building. How are you? She is here. Bang, bang.
Pathetic.
Ah, yes. Using those good old...
It's hot as balls here in Houston. So
Yes. Do y'all have
Chilling.
humidity? Y'all got the humidity
We
factor
do.
kicked in?
we
Yep.
do. We do have humidity.
Up
Yeah,
here
you
too.
My
see.
boobs are experiencing high humidity as we speak. Well,
Swamp.
my under boob.
You going through some swamp tit?
I am.
Yep.
I am.
Aw,
Boudreaux's
small
butt
titties.
paste. It'll help
Yep.
you. It will help.
You know what? Somebody told me that and jokingly, and I found out about it, and it was like it's some miracle type shit. So yes.
Oh, yeah. Boudreaux's?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It is a Louisiana
Boudreaux's
staple.
butt paste?
Boudreaux's
Yeah.
butt paste. It was...
Where do you find that at?
The baby aisle.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the baby
Yeah, you can use it for...
Oh, it stops moisture?
Yes. It's for diaper rash. It's main goal, but it is a cure-all. And I'm not getting paid by Boo Nardro. So,
Okay.
you know.
But it does stop the swamp tit. So
Yes.
anything to stop that.
Nice.
Well, Gold Bond was one of the best. But at the same time, if you don't know what that is, you got to live down south. And we're not talking about
Yo,
Southern
Gold
California.
Bond.
You got to live down south. To
I mean,
feel that.
anything that doesn't have talc in it will do you pretty good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold Bond has this
Little cornstarch.
cream that tightens your skin. Nobody knows about it. That shit is amazing.
See?
what tightens your skin? You putting athlete's foot Gold Bond on your face?
No, it's specifically for your skin.
There's a
For-
facial
Oh,
cream
okay.
that Gold Bond.
I was like,
White women, right?
See Brit walking around just spraying tough acting Tinactin on her face. Just
Okay.
like,
Does it work? Then yes.
I
Yes.
mean, hey, the bitch don't look 50, so I guess I need to get my shit together and go buy
there
some.
you go. There you go. Front side, yes. Side profile, that's where the truth comes.
Okay.
It's for everybody. Everybody's side profile don't work, don't match.
Oh, mine's. That's how you know I'm a fat bitch. Is my side profile. Like I can hide it kind of face on if it's just here, but the minute I turn to the side, you be like, oh,
Game over.
yeah.
You a whole new person.
That man, two people. Shit.
Yeah. Hey,
And they
nothing
each
wrong
have
with
their
that.
own
I'm the
chin.
same. I'm the same. Hey. You're a Gemini. You just didn't. You wasn't born at that time, but you are a walking Gemini. It's okay.
I
Nothing
guess.
wrong with that. But
I'm
look,
the
we got-
virgin.
hey, we got to show some love, y'all, to that slightly annoyed mixed chick, the priestess of beige rage, the progenitor of light-skinned revolution. Y'all got to show some love, y'all, for Miss Britt Williams. She is with us. She is here. New dig, new home, new domicile.
Jason, you want to clap for me? Hi.
He didn't clap for nobody.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I just like fucking with Jason.
in the
Okay.
background. Yeah.
That's somewhere I could have gone, but
Uh,
but I will hold that for another episode. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we do have a returning guest. He's, you know what? Let me stop doing that. We got family in the building. Our cousin here, our play cousin in podcasting, has returned for what? a back to back because he likes
It
that
has
record.
been. It has been.
So we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to that for the record.
Twofer. Got a twofer.
Got a twofer. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all show some love for one half of the Was It Good Though podcast. Give it up for Mr. Jason Wallace, ladies and gentlemen. He is here.
Raya said, "You didn't clap for me. I ain't clapping for you."
Oh, I'm sorry. I was checking.
I ain't
something
even
on
gonna
my
look
phone.
up.
I was
She
checking
was
something.
like,
I was checking something on my. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to do that.
It's the catching of Rhea, and Rhea's like, "Oh, I was just checking something on my phone." She pull a Nancy
It's
Pelosi
all
on you.
good,
She
man.
was
It's
just like,
all love.
"All right, good job."
I wouldn't be here if I didn't like the people on the podcast. So I'm here.
Well,
I'm here to
most of the
support
people.
y'all. I like
You and
everybody.
Britt
I
still
like
got
everybody.
beef. I don't know if this is
Brit beef is with me. She's just a white woman again. That's a beef with me. I don't know nothing about nothing that she got going on. I have no beef with
It's
that
a
woman.
one-sided beef.
Yes, I have no problem with that woman.
whatever.
I say
She
worse
got-
things to people that see me every day.
right. Well, Britt is like the
No,
Michael
and I
Jordan of the
ain't really
podcast.
mad at
She
him.
creates enemies in her head. Does it make her
I
better?
do.
I don't know.
No, I do. I was talking to Rhea the other day and I went off on a tangent and she went, "There's the chaos demon." I haven't heard from her in a while.
Well, and that's the crazy thing, man. I trip out on that every time. You have a natural born enemy every week. A nemesis.
Yes,
Like
I do.
Nigga.
Yes.
you are worse than
Yes.
Batman. Your rogues gallery
Nigga.
all of, is just like massive, full of imaginary people that don't exist. Like,
And it always be them.
yeah.
It's always them.
Them.
Yes.
Like, who is them? Where them come from?
Yep.
What are their pronouns? It's like, God damn.
I tried to explain my Uno to some dude how I play. I pick one person to take down and I form alliances just to make sure that person never wins.
What? Oh, okay. This is not Survivor, Brit. It's literally
a card
Uno.
game.
It's a card game.
If it
You're
was
not
It's not
winning.
that serious.
If it was spades, I'd be with you because I'm all for taking down certain people.
Right.
when
Well,
it
you're
comes
on a
to
team.
spades. But like, if
I
you
mean,
playing
I get it.
Uno,
I get it on Uno.
Yeah. Well,
Unless
here's my
it- but
question, though.
I
Does
play
Brit-
Monopoly like that.
If I'm,
Brit,
Right,
you
me
can
too.
play
So does
spades?
she.
if I was playing,
No.
if I was playing Uno, I probably would. I would see people making alliances against me because I am far worse than. If you think I'm horrible now, when it comes to competitiveness, I am a real shit talker. I am a real
You don't
shit
fucking
talker.
say.
I couldn't. I would just sit there and laugh.
I
just
could
to hear,
never fathom that.
Where did that come from?
Right.
Jason just
This is
slapping.
so unlike Jason. Ew.
Draw for
But
you,
it-
bitch ass nigga. Like, whoa,
Right.
sir.
Wait, when did he
But I
come from Cali? He sounds like from the Bay.
Stop. Where do you think most of the
Got him out.
Negroes from
No, he
Cali
don't-
come from?
Say how Terrence Howard be talking in that goddamn movie. That's how he gonna have him draw foe. That's how he gonna sound.
Look
Listen,
here, man. I gotta draw four.
Look at
man.
mine. Yep. That like. Yep.
Draw four, man.
And he gonna drop that bitch like he playing spades or dominoes.
Yeah. Reverse, nigga. The color is 5, man. It's like the color is 5. What? You really are Terrence Howard. You just came up with a whole new color.
It's a combination of red and blue, man.
It's 5, man. Wait, where does that color come from? I thought that would be teal. No, man, it's 5, man. It's like, oh God, no.
Oh, fucking.
This makes me want to watch the 8-Ball and MJG biopic.
We ain't watching it. We ain't
I'm watching
supporting
it.
Nigga,
I'm
that shit
watching
it.
looks horrible. It looks
Not-
so bad.
Not
Yeah,
as
some
horrible
fans- some fans
as
made it,
any
though.
other
No.
TP movie.
It
Come
looks
on.
bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still a fan of the duo, and I don't know. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy it. I'm just saying I'm gonna
The fan of
watch
what
it.
duo? Of 8-Ball and MJG?
Yes,
They ain't
You-
in the movie.
but it's about them.
But just because I'm a fan of 8-Ball and MJG, I don't want to go see their shitty movie.
But
And it's not even their shitty movie. It's somebody's shitty movie about them.
But somebody took the time to understand 8Ball and MJG.
That's true.
Struggle, their background in Orange Mound, Tennessee. And when they went,
because you're from New York. She's from upstate New York.
How the fuck you don't know who 8Ball and MJ? Shut up.
When Diddy did a Bad Boy South, he signed them.
That is true.
To the group.
Oh.
So I mean, was that during your time? No, that was 2003. Justin was off in sync at that point, so no, I take that back.
That was solo Justin.
She was too busy trying to hunch Justin Timberlake to pay attention to rap music in the South.
But it was a good time though, Rhea. I mean, if you lived down here during the days of coming out hard or
yes.
I
saw them in concert a couple years ago.
How do I know who they are, but you don't know who they are, Rhea?
Because you fuck felons.
There's a close connection between California and the South, though. I don't know what it is or what's about it, but there's a close
because there was like the transatlantic slave trade. There was a goddamn transcontinental migration from the South to California.
Yeah,
most
and
black people that are here,
like the 50s and 60s.
That's what
most black people that are here, if their parents aren't from the South, their grandparents are from the South.
But that's where Ryan Coogler people from. They from Mississippi, so I mean I get that part. But I meant
they from the Delta.
The culture.
Yeah. But no, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to music, the sounds and the looks are similar. They're not the same, but they definitely play well off each other.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, when you first heard Ice Cube say on Straight Outta Compton, mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo.
I mean,
yeah.
That is when I fell in love with that fat motherfucker. I was like,
I just watched Friday yesterday. I was watching all the Fridays.
Oh my goodness, that brings back good memories for Rhea because that's the only movie she watched for 10 years.
Yeah,
couldn't afford
Straight Outta Compton.
No, Friday.
Oh, okay.
Friday.
But no, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I might need a good laugh. Plus, it made me go back and listen to some old stuff. I remember the days of when Mr. Big first came out. That was the joint that made us big back Negroes feel like
yes.
We were doing big things back then.
Because you could listen to my homeboy's girlfriend and be like, don't nobody want 8Ball. And then you listen to the song and be like, maybe bitches do want 8Ball.
Yes.
This nigga's out here stealing girlfriends. Maybe fat niggas is where it need to be at. Like,
before Biggie said, a heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever, 8Ball was saying, no, fat meat is greasy and well pleasing.
Yes.
And
I love a thick boy. I love a big boy over a skinny boy any damn day.
Especially when they wear their ankle bracelets, huh, Britt?
Yeah. that bracelet be hanging on for dear life on them fat ass cankles. It's okay.
It's got that long ass orange extension cord to go from house to house so you never get caught. I was home, officer. But no, y'all, we just about that.
I was home, officer.
That nigga lying. But no,
Ray is like, I know nothing of any of this.
No.
I just Googled them so I can see what they look like. I've never seen these people before in my life.
Girl, they are the... And you know what? And this is the last thing I'm going to say about
They're not attractive by any means.
No. She said no.
They rap their asses off.
Yes, they do.
Right.
The fact that they're getting a biopic before the Ghetto Boys or Scarface tells me everything. Hurts my heart, though.
That's true.
Because if it's a Southern group,
Boys.
Southern rap group that deserves a well done, well written, well produced autobiographical film, it would be the Ghetto Boys.
I agree.
Like Scarface alone.
Because I love Face. I was going to say because I love Face. You can't end all be all.
I'm a huge Scarface fan, but Bushwick Bill was my boy.
Nigga.
Thank you.
Bushwick was my
I had no idea how smart that motherfucker was.
Yeah.
Until later on, like years, like almost probably about 5 or so years before he died is when I started understanding how smart he really was. I just thought he was a fucking little weirdo.
No. No,
and had
no,
no idea how smart that man was.
No, he had a brain. He was a very intelligent cat. But it's just
Rhea, isn't
you know,
this like
He's a little fella.
That's your area, right? Bushwick Bill?
no.
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
Why would Bushwick Bill be her area? She don't know 8-Ball and MJG. What makes you think she knows who Bushwick Bill is?
I know who
I
Bushwick
don't know,
Bill
I
is.
just assumed- Yeah,
That's not.
Yeah.
He
fair.
was born in Brooklyn. He is
This
a
year
New
Halloween
York kid.
fell on a weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys went trick or treating. I
Robbing
know
little
that.
kids for
Look
bags.
at Rhea.
Tell the lawman got behind our ass.
I think the ghetto
Rhea
boys
was speeding up
definitely
the
bigger.
pace. She took a look back.
See, I
He
knew.
looked back and he was
It
right
was
before
right
my
before
face.
the face.
Yeah, I definitely
I
think
knew
ghetto
she'd
boys
know.
is bigger than 8-Ball and MJG.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is so
They are.
strange. That,
It's probably
but
somebody from
again,
Memphis though. That's
Oh,
Memphis loves Memphis, so they gonna
Yeah.
do whatever they gotta do.
That nigga say Memphis loves Memphis.
but then I would
We consider it a state. So,
true. But then I would think you'd get a 3-6 Mafia
I saw them in concert, so I know who they are.
Everybody knows
biography
3-6
before
Mafia.
that.
Ooh.
Everybody
so
knows
cute.
3-6 Mafia. They don't count.
Yeah.
They headlined some sort of music festival in Memphis, and I won tickets off the radio to go see them. And I took my then boyfriend, who looked like Juicy J, and so he had sunglasses on, walking through the crowd like he was the shit. And I'm just his
Not
lowly
looking like
girlfriend.
Juicy J.
Mhm.
No, we can't
But
do
that's-
the same.
that's
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing, Rhea. I mean,
You think
With sunglasses
You're not gonna
on,
say
he
he's an
looked like
ugly
him.
gentleman.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
that man is not an ugly gentleman. Not
Yeah.
him.
yeah.
Can't speak for the group.
Well, you know what? Before we really get into it, we're gonna get this quick question in, since it's not the question of the pod. But who out of your favorite artists, who would you want to have an autobiographical film of that artist?
Oh, I know.
All
And
right,
it's not
Bria.
who Brit thinks. Prince.
Justin
Not in sync.
Timberlake. She
No,
wanted Justin
Prince.
Timberlake. Prince?
Oh.
I
That
didn't
would
even
be a
say
good one.
anything.
That would
Everybody
be a
else
good
did.
one. Okay.
Prince
All
would
right.
be a good
And I
one.
think Justin Guarini should play him.
I was about to ask, but wouldn't he be Little Sweet the whole time?
Yes.
the dude with the
Yes.
curly big
Yes.
Jew fro?
Remember he was Little Sweet in that commercial?
In the Dr. Pepper commercial.
Dr. Pepper.
Lord
He was
Jesus.
basically doing a Prince.
He was doing Prince.
yeah.
So that's what made me think of that. Like, he could play Prince even though he's tall. He could play Prince.
Well, there's technology that could shrink him.
Yeah.
That could knock his height out.
We
He'll be
have the
fine.
technology.
We can make him smaller. Okay, cool. Britt.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. I can see
He's
that.
not that old.
What doesn't have to
I
be
don't care.
old, but
Okay.
you don't
Who's
talk
gonna
about her
play
Shark
him,
King
though?
like that.
Like, I just want to know who's going to play him if he's
It's a lot
not.
of kids.
I don't
out
know,
there
man.
that can
After seeing him in Power, he could play himself. He can actually act.
Yeah.
So
You think this is Baby Billy playing Tinges or something?
all he needs is $2 million and an 8-ball, and it's gonna work for. Okay, if that is a reference to the Righteous Gemstones. If you haven't watched that show, shame on y'all. Y'all need to
I
check
just
that
started.
I haven't
watching
seen the new season yet.
out. Okay,
I
well,
just
yeah, it is
started
the
watching
final
it.
season. It's a good
Yeah.
season, but it's not as good as the previous seasons.
The first season was the best.
Yeah,
my
Hey,
I
you
do
know what?
love
Hey,
that
Anthony,
show,
Since we're here, man,
but I can't keep watching it. I love it.
Put Judy on my what's that list of hear me outs.
Oh, okay, no, you are banned. I need you to be quiet. I need you to be quiet. Judy is about that life, man. I don't know.
Yeah, she
man.
is.
No. Okay, so you want Kendrick Lamar, Britt.
Yep.
Helene.
Like I want somebody that had a full life and like did
Right.
a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
That's why Prince is a good one.
Yeah.
I would say something like maybe like a Diana Ross, because she seemed like she had a little scandal mixed in with some of her shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'd like to see what the fuck she had going on. I'm gonna go with Diana Ross because I think she like we would get bits and pieces of a lot of people in her shit. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
get Michael Jackson and the Jackson
Right.
5. We get Quincy Jones. We get
Berry
Motown. But you're right. We would get a whole lot of shit back in hers. So I
Her
think
white
Diana Ross.
husbands.
all the white husbands.
Plethora.
And I think Tracy could play her at some point
I agree.
in the film.
She looks the most like her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
Chutney doesn't look like her at all, and then of course the
She
black
looks like
daughter don't
Berry
look like
Gordy.
nobody.
Oh, the black daughter. What's her name? She
That's
the
the
looks
one
black
like
she had
daughter.
with
She looks
Berry
like
Gordy.
Berry Gordy. She
But
looks
Berry
like
Gordy,
him.
she looks just like Berry Gordy.
Yeah.
But can Tracy act though?
Well,
Did you say can Tracy act?
I think she can
Yeah.
act.
What are you
She's
talking
good.
about? She's a great actress. You don't think she's a good actor?
Are you high?
Joan Clayton.
Joan Clayton. That was great acting.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I guess I get it. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, okay. So we have
Outrageous.
Have you been drinking?
Diana.
No, you know I haven't.
Have you
Okay.
been drinking?
Well, let's see what would Jason. Who would
Yeah.
you-
What's Jason's pick?
So for me, well, y'all don't know that, but one of my favorite podcasts is the
Drake.
R&B Money podcast. So I listen to a lot of the different stories. So like if I wanted one, of course, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, and Ron
Isn't
Isley.
there a
I think
Luther one
them are
out,
three.
though?
Documentary.
Those are three people.
It's a documentary.
those are
It's a
three
documentary,
people
yeah.
that I would like to see.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Luther
Jason.
would
say
be a
again.
good one.
Oh, Marvin Gaye,
Okay,
Luther Vandross, and Ron Isley.
Ron Isley. Wow.
Hmm.
Okay,
He's been a whore for so long. That might be a good one too.
who's that? Ron Isley.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say he settled down, man. Because
With a 20-year-old. How isn't that
No.
girl like young as shit?
She's your age.
She's young, yes. She's in her 40s, but yes, you are right. She is young. Because
But
Ron
she like
is in
40
his
years
80s.
younger than him? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like 40
Right.
years younger than him.
Everybody that he can marry is going to be 50, 60, 70 years younger than him, though.
Yeah,
like
he-
100
he,
years
he
old.
connected with a much younger lady. That is true, but hey, it's Ron Isley.
Old
It's Mr. Big.
balls.
He was on the.
I mean,
hey,
your contagious she was contagious,
you know. he put R. Kelly in the desert, beat his ass. 'Cause he messed with his
Right.
goddaughter. He understood the
Luther's
assignment.
Luther is another good one that you would touch on a whole lot of other people in their story.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross is a funny man.
Yeah.
From just from stories
yeah.
that people have told about him.
Yeah.
Cause I think Harold Melvin, I think is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And the Blue Notes?
No. It's the whoever it is. He's a younger guy. He said he wrote a song. And he was like, I wanted my writer's credit. And he was like, he said, people don't know you. He said, do you want the song written by you, or do you want me to go to you? He said, imagine me going to Oprah and me telling her you wrote this song versus the man who wrote. He just started going through all his different credits. He was like, you know what, you're right. I'd much rather you do it, and I get the accolades that's gonna come from you saying that you the one that made all this different music. But yeah,
wow.
I'd much rather. I would like to see a Luther story.
Yeah, because I'd lose my shit just watching him working with David Bowie on the Young Americans album.
Yeah.
That I would just sit back and be in awe. If once again, something well written and well acted.
Yeah.
Who plays Skinny Luther and Fat Luther?
It's gonna be the same person, Luke James.
Coleman Domingo.
Luke
I don't
James.
keep Coleman
James.
off my
No, it's
screen.
not Coleman Domingo.
Keep
James, you
Coleman
think so?
off my screen. Yes,
Wait, what? You don't like Coleman Domingo?
He's the white people pick of the week, and I'm tired of seeing his face.
He
You
is
shut your
first.
fucking
First
mouth.
it was Billy
Thank
Porter.
you.
Now it's Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with them as just because white people glom onto us for something is not our
It's not
fault.
us. It's one
No,
person.
it's not.
They don't give opportunity. That Coleman Domingo has been in every big thing that's on TV that white people have touched, and I'm just like, man, God, I
he was
enjoy him.
ignored for a very long time.
Possibly, but shit,
Definitely.
goddamn,
Yeah, a lot
spread
of
the
those
fucking
cats
wealth.
were. Yeah, that's understandable. But again, he's in his moment
They did the
right
same
now.
shit to Shabuzi.
Oh, okay, well, no, we don't
Fuck
want to
that
see
cracker.
That's a little bit.
All right, so
Okay.
Crack ass
For me-
cracker.
I would love to see, I'd love to see a Minnie Riperton movie.
Loving you.
Just to hear
Do it,
white people
Raya.
sing
Sing
that
it,
and
Raya.
destroy
Because
that.
you're beautiful.
And Rhea just killing it. She's turning, Rhea.
Do
She's
it.
turning.
Do it, Raya. Do it,
No.
Raya.
La 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 la.
Oh, God.
There you go.
No.
La 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 la.
Hit it, Raya.
Do 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 do.
see crows in my backyard. Chill.
Rhea just broke the 7th seal. The end is now.
That song is special to me because my mother dedicated that song to me because it came out when I was born.
Oh. But you know why I'd love it? Because Minnie Riperton is like one of.
Weren't you a crack baby though?
Oh wow.
No, this is before crack. I was a vodka baby.
Okay.
Fetal alcohol.
Nope.
That's what it was. Fetal alcohol. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. I apologize
Okay.
to your mother.
I feel you on that.
My
though.
sisters were the crack baby.
Okay. You know what? We love them still. What I would like to see is the fact that Minnie Riperton is the best example of an artist who has a white hit / mainstream hit and black classics. Because if you think about it, you ask a palm-colored Caucasian person, hey, Minnie Riperton, the first thing they'll say is "Loving You." That's the first song they'll jump on. But when you go to black folks and you say, hey, Minnie Riperton, inside me, Minnie Riperton, back down memory lane, Minnie Riperton, cookout, Minnie Riperton.
See, I don't know those.
Yes, you do.
I'm a
Oh,
white
You know
person.
them. No, you know them. You just don't know that you know them.
Yeah.
I promise
When
you.
they come
I promise
on,
you know them.
You know them.
Yeah.
And she is one of those. It's just like with another one I'd like to see is Roberta Flack.
Yeah.
I think Roberta Flack one would just be like a showcase of greatness.
And I think Fantasia could play her.
Roberta Flack?
Yeah.
Did you see that Tiana Taylor's supposed to play Dionne Warwick?
Yeah.
But
and I
that's
think it's a
perfect
good
casting.
Yeah, that's
It
good
is
casting.
actually.
They got them high cheekbones. They, like I told y'all, they
Yeah.
look like Madam.
She
But-
does.
Now,
She
Jason, can Tiana Taylor act?
I like Tiana Taylor. She's cool. She's not great. She's cool though.
Okay.
I'm
agree.
gonna see what she does.
I
in
agree
this,
with that.
this I'm gonna see what she does in this Leo movie though. What is movie that she's in with Leo?
Yeah.
DiCaprio, to see what she's like with.
That looked
real
interesting.
actors around
It
her.
does.
Right. It looked interesting at the theater when I saw the preview.
You think Fantasia can act, Rhea?
I think so.
No.
She did
I
Good
see-
in Color
I-
Purple. I saw her
she-
live on Broadway. She did
she-
good.
She didn't do herself well.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
that's
They
true.
did have a movie
That's
about her.
true. They had her biopic when she first came out of
Oh, about her
American
not being
Idol.
able to read and shit like that.
Yes, it was terrible.
The whole
Yeah.
single mother thing and all that.
Hmm.
I mean, look.
She's
She
gotten
couldn't play
better.
herself. Shaq
I don't
couldn't play a
know. I don't-
basketball player. It happens.
Oh, wow.
Y'all never seen that?
Who you say?
Blue,
Say it
you
again?
never seen Blue Chips?
And blue chips.
Yeah,
And blue
exactly. Shaq couldn't play a basketball player. I was like, dude, that is your
Because
life.
Shaq can't act. And they can't act
Well,
for shit.
no, he cannot.
Exactly.
A lot of
Absolutely
people. A
fucking
lot of
not.
people are not good.
Yeah,
at acting.
Beyonce had to play a fucking singer
Michael
in that
Jordan-
gospel movie, and
Michael
that shit
Jordan
sucked
had-
donkey balls.
I mean, Michael Jordan not a good actor either. So, I mean,
No,
it's
Michael
Like
Jordan
how you
is not a
can't
good
how you
actor.
can't act like a fucking singer, bitch, and you are a singer.
I don't.
Right?
I thought she did okay in Cadillac Records. Again,
I've
okay.
never seen it.
She did way better in Cadillac than she did in that gospel movie.
Fighting Temptations.
Fighting-
I mean,
yeah, the
Fighting
Fighting
Temptations
Temptations.
wasn't.
That shit was horrible.
That wasn't a good movie though. You know.
No. That was the
recently watched
downside of Cuba's
Cuba
career.
Good.
Yeah, that was just like the
Mr.
Wasn't everything the downside after he won the award?
yep.
It was
Because I think the next big thing was Snow
What's
Dogs.
that? And what about the boat that he
I
was
like
on?
Snow Dogs. It was cute.
Yeah, but
It wasn't a great movie, but it was a cute movie.
Don't lie.
What was
kids,
the one
yeah.
when he was on the boat?
It was,
the
for
gay,
kids.
the
Pearl
gay
Harbor?
boat trip.
Oh,
boat.
Oh, with Hector Julio
Boat
or
trip?
whatever Sands.
Yeah,
Horatio
Horatio
Sands.
Sands.
That
The
wasn't
Sands,
Boat Trip?
yeah, where they
Maybe it
ended
was
up on
Boat Trip.
the gay cruise.
The gay
without
cruise.
realizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
that when that man stood on stage and said somebody sucked that baby's dick.
He
I
knew
was
he
done.
was destined for
Yeah.
greatness.
Nigga, what? Wait, what?
You
was
never
hilarious.
seen
Oh,
that?
you've never seen the video?
And he's a predator.
He had
On top
gotten
of all that.
blackout drunk at a club or bar, and he got on the table, grabbed a microphone, and he said, "Somebody suck that baby's dick." And everybody's like, "What?
Was
what?"
there an actual baby there?
No, he was
So
drunk.
he's
he
a
was
little
just
person.
gone.
What would? Oh my god.
He was just
And
blackout
he's,
drunk.
he's had
he did radio in
several
2003
sexual
though.
assault cases. as
No, I know about the
well.
sexual assault cases.
And
Yeah.
he's embroiled in the Diddy stuff too.
Well, thank you for that,
Well,
Rhea,
he's a
because
premier predator,
Everybody's involved in the Diddy stuff at this point.
right? Who
True.
isn't?
and you know what? So are we, because that's where we're moving. That is one of our topics for
Oh,
this
that was a
episode.
really good segue.
But before we get into that, we do have to read the viewer comments because that was
Yes.
going to be my
Yes.
segue until we got into
Oh.
the Diddy Cuba Gooding craziness. But it's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our viewer comments or listener comments, depending on how you check us out. If you want us to read your comment, and trust us, we will, please leave it at the bottom in the comment section of the
love your
app
comments.
you're watching us on. If you're watching us on YouTube, put it in the comments. Spotify, put it in the comments, because we love to hear from you guys. Please join in the conversation. So this week's listener slash viewer comments stem from our question of the pod: who would play you in a motion picture about your life? And we got a good bit of them. So we are going to start off with the 8.5 herself, Miss Briani, which I think the name of her movie would just be 8.5.
Right?
And folks would just have to get into it. But
Mm-hmm.
Briani said, I look very unique and find no one looks like me. But I guess Sanaa Lathan can maybe portray me, even though I look nothing like her. LOL. You know what, Briani? Sanaa Lathan could play you, and it is fine. Because if you watch a lot of biopics, Denzel Washington didn't look like Malcolm X,
But he embodied him.
but he embodied
He
the
sure
hell
the
out of
shit
him.
did.
Yes, he did. You know, Denzel wasn't light skinned. He didn't have red hair, but that man made us believe.
Chadwick don't look like Thurgood Marshall.
Thank you. Chadwick.
he looked like James Brown now.
Yes.
He
Look
got
just
his
like
look
James
down.
Brown.
Oh
He look
yeah.
just like James.
He looked like he came from the James Brown bloodline.
Yes.
He hit the nail on the head with that one. But you know, not everybody looks like the person they portray.
Right.
You know, so Sanaa Lathan it is for Briani. Next, we're gonna, and thank you for your comment, madam. She's one of the loyal 5 listeners.
Yes.
We gotta love Briani. For
Well,
that.
we
So
have at least 8 listeners, though.
I think I think some
We
people
got 8
voted twice.
comments. Oh.
No, I'm kidding. But no, we're gonna move on to Miss Erica Fox. Miss Erica, thank you for
Hi,
sending us.
Erica.
Yeah. Hi, Erica.
How you doing? How you doing?
No, girl. No.
Not the how
Oh.
you doing?
No. She's still on mental blocks. Stop that. Let's see. So Erica said, it's hard. It's a hard question for me. So not sure, but I did have the privilege of playing Dorothy Dandridge in a musical. And
That's
that
nice.
was cool to learn her journey and try to bring dignity to her story. So, Erica, if Dorothy Dandridge was alive, let's just say Dorothy would play you. Hopefully, as well as you played her. So, thank you for your comment. Now we're going to move on to Phyllis. And Phyllis said, I think Tia Mowry or Essence Atkins could play
Okay.
I
her.
haven't heard that name in a while.
Who? Tia or Essence?
Essence.
She's
She was-
around.
She's around.
She
she
be
was
playing
on,
and stuff.
Daddy.
She was
She
in
be on,
Daddy's Papa's house.
Papa's house.
Papa's.
Yeah.
It got canceled.
Yeah, pissed
It
me
got
off.
canceled?
Yeah,
after they extended it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my mom's
Yep.
show. My
they
mom
got
be
the back
watching
end
it.
episodes, and then CBS just said cancel, and they leave it on a
Wow.
cliffhanger, and that kind of pissed me off.
I might not
So-
finish it now. Then shit.
Well, I'm really hoping that Viacom will just say, you know what, let's finish
Like
it off.
pick it
and
up.
Pick it up
Yeah.
and put it on Paramount
Put on
Plus.
cable. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
love
put it
Paramount
on,
Plus.
yeah, put it on Paramount Plus. I mean, dear God, everything else is there. You know?
Right?
took
That's why I
Yellowstone-
love Paramount Plus.
Sorry, not to segue too. They took Yellowstone off of there. Was there ever an explanation what happened with that show?
I thought it was over with.
It was, but the last
I thought
season
they was-
wasn't on Paramount. Like they pulled it off.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow.
I had to go and find it. Like I didn't get to finish it because I'm like it was up to a point and they pulled it.
Yeah.
But they kept all of the spinoffs and everything else on there. So
Right, like
I
the
don't know.
1923 series.
in
and
1883 or whatever it
Oh,
was.
geez. Well, aren't they doing a movie? Like, wasn't they supposed to do like a movie to close Yellowstone story completely out? I don't know.
Shit, they killed Dutton. What they gonna do?
I don't know.
Spoiler alert.
Right. Damn.
What? I don't know. I ain't
It's
never
been out
watched
a
it.
year.
I don't watch the show, so it
I don't
didn't
watch
spoil
it either. I'm
anything.
just being silly.
Yeah.
Like,
Who knows?
what?
Who cares? But we got to move on because we have Jennifer De La Rosa. See how I did that?
Ooh.
That was nice. Say that shit again. Say that
Puerto
again.
Rican. Puerto Rican.
She's Rican.
She's Rican.
Rican.
No. Miss Jennifer De La Rosa said she would love to have Faith Evans to portray her.
If she
I
can
don't
get
know.
off the rock,
Oh, damn. Okay,
Oh,
okay, Maria.
oh.
If what? What'd you say?
If she
if
get
she
off
can
the
get
rock.
off the rock.
Baby.
Look, the woman just admitted she was eating Biggie's groceries. Let's let her have a
Yeah.
moment.
Oh my God.
She been on that
Jesus
stuff for a
Christ.
minute.
Man, it might have tasted like Steakums. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Gross.
All right,
It's a
yo, we gotta move
cavern
on.
I
Thank
don't
you,
wanna
Jennifer.
explore.
Now I'm
Nigga
nauseous.
out here eating. It's bad enough you out here eating ass, but you out here eating Biggie's fat ass. Jesus.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move on. We're
Lord.
moving on. I
I'm
don't
sorry. We're not yucking. We're not yucking anybody's yum.
Exactly.
If you want to eat ass, honey. Do you boo boo?
She had garlic powder and onion salt.
Little seasoning.
Uh,
A little seasoning. A little slap your mamas. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done.
Might have worked. But look, we got to move on because we heard from the sauce goddess, C. And sauce goddess said, Idris Elba laughing out loud. Hey, don't
How
hate.
much your ass?
Sauce goddess is a
because
woman,
we
right?
twins. Yeah, but
No.
she's laughing at
Yeah.
me.
When
Oh.
Because
I said
said
my
that
twin.
Idris Elba was gonna play him.
My twin, mind you. You know, twin brothers from different Nigerian mothers. But she's not Nigerian. She's from Ghana. Yeah, his mom's Ghanaian.
Idris Elba is
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
And Sierra Leone. His father's from Sierra Leone, and his mom's from Ghana.
Sexy.
They had a great.
I'm telling you, that's a good combination.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He is a
there's a
beautiful
great
man.
show that that's based on his childhood called in the line.
I've watched
the
it.
line of it. I can't remember. It was on Stars. It was really funny too. When I find it, I'll send it to y'all. Y'all should check it
Yeah,
out.
send
was
it
really
because I
good.
didn't see it. And Britt
Yeah.
has stars, right, Britt?
Yes, Britt does. Which means you do too.
That means I have stars.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
Because I know I got Amazon because Britt got Amazon.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, Miss Pretty 25 said, "I'm thinking it would be Dolly Parton."
Oh. Is she a white woman?
Woman.
I don't.
I would assume so. If she's saying Dolly
Right?
fucking Parton.
We got
Or she
white
could-
listeners?
Or
Or
she
we just
can-
out here race swapping bitches.
We
That's fine.
know that though. Do you remember a listener gave us an audio comment and she was white?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you also got to think about it too. Now, if gods of Egypt can have white Egyptian gods,
True.
Oh my god, I can never finish that movie. I have tried to watch it so many
Even with-
times and I get so grossed out and
even when you have Chadwick Boseman trying to be, an Egyptian god, hey, look,
I've
I
never
tried.
seen that movie.
you don't
It's
have,
so
you don't.
bad.
I don't
have
think
to.
I've
It's
seen
bad.
it either.
It's so bad.
Oh,
It is-
It
it
makes
is a
Black
horrible
Adam look like theater, like
No, Black
Shakespearean
Adam was
theater.
the worst movie I've ever seen.
No,
Oh,
no.
I don't know, Brit.
Gods of
Maria.
Egypt. Watch
Okay.
I don't
Gods
know.
of Egypt.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Acrimony is still out there now. All right.
I like parts of Acrimony. Parts of it.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Temptation.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never seen
Yeah.
Temptation.
You've never seen
Oh,
Tyler
it is
Perry's
so bad.
Temptation?
No.
Wow.
I watched a bit of it and then I was like, I'm good.
You know
I
what?
saw it in the theaters. I went to the movie theater and
Oh no,
saw it.
I'm not going to the
wow.
movie. I am not
No.
going to the movies to see no goddamn
No.
Tyler Perry movie.
The last movie I saw in the theater that was Tyler
No.
Perry was Medea Boo. Boo a Halloween show
You
or
should be
something.
punched.
Yeah.
You should be
My
uppercutting the
my
titty.
daughter liked Medea when she was little, so
Oh,
she wanted
okay.
to go
Well, that
see
makes
it.
sense. That
Them
makes
Boo movies are great. I don't give a damn. Those are guilty
Okay.
pleasures. Them Boo movies are great.
Yeah.
They're funny. You got
No.
Bam in the movie.
She
Yo.
had he had I called her she Medea. He had all these Instagram
right.
people on there.
Oh, okay. Well, again, I've seen it done better. It was called Scary Movie. But
Okay.
we gonna
True
move on
indeed.
because VVC 2617 said Andy McDowell.
Another
right.
white woman.
Oh.
Andy
Another
McDowell.
white-
Hey, truth be known, I used
I
to
like
have a
Andy
small
McDowell.
school. I loved Andy McDowell in
I did
Groundhog
too.
Day.
Yeah.
Me
Loved her.
too.
Can
Favorite
I just
movie.
say to our
Because
white listeners?
she was giving your boy the business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was raw. She was just hard ass on El
I
Bill
appreciate
McKnight.
our white listeners if they're willing to sit and listen to the shit that we say and they're still hanging
Now,
on.
bitch, wait a minute now. No. Roll that back. If they will
Oh.
listen to the shit that you say,
Yeah,
Right.
because we don't be
Okay.
playing them games.
don't include us in your Her-Tep fuckery.
Pretty much. We gave you an outlet,
Yeah.
and you have
Burn
out.
it all down. Yeah, that is all you.
You know, Herr Trump is sending folks to El Salvador.
Okay.
You do look kind of migrant-ish. So, be careful there, Britt. Be careful.
Feel like she should be out picking a fruit or something.
Yeah.
I know Dominican. I black.
Oh,
I
no.
know. Right.
No.
Now you want to, now they want to be black. I know
know Mexican.
Dominican.
I know Dominican. I black. I black.
I
promise,
black.
I black.
I black. Black
Oh,
now.
sick and juicy. Gone. Game over. Shipper. All right, y'all. Last but not least, let's see. I made my big mistake. I put Saucy Goddess twice, but this came from Seven Shades. She said Queen Latifah. Now the
Nice.
question
Nice.
is, which version of Latifah you going with?
Cleo,
Is
bitch.
You going with Cleo?
Cleo.
Oh man.
Or
But
bring
yeah,
down the house.
I love when she plays straight.
Oh.
It's such a reach.
You know what? I didn't
Queen
anybody should
Latifah's
play
so
straight or not.
beautiful.
You know what my favorite Queen Latifah movie is?
What?
Last
one?
Holiday.
That is a good movie.
I enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
That's
Not
the one where she
common.
Never
thought she was
seen that
dying,
one.
right?
Dying,
Yes.
and she goes on a
Yeah.
It's the one with her and
vacation.
LL Cool J. LL wasn't that good of an actor in it, but he was better than Common was in the other movie that her and
Just
Fuck
right.
that. No.
Oh, man.
Just Right is my favorite. Stop that. Cut that out.
I
that out.
enjoyed
I love
Last
Common, but
Holiday.
he can't act. He can't act.
Nope.
He's good when
That's
he
all he
plays
does.
himself.
That's all he does is act.
I understand.
He doesn't
but
put out
he's
music
not,
anymore.
Doesn't mean he's any good. He's
It's not
good when
true.
he plays
He
himself.
dropped the album
when
last
he
year
plays
with,
a dry
Pete Rock, right?
ass,
Wait, what?
no humor.
Oh no, he dropped the Auditorium with Pete Rock last year. It's actually one of the top.
Oh, he actually had
Oh
music.
yeah,
dropped the album.
it
The
was
whole
one of the
album.
top 20 hip hop albums of last year.
He got a Grammy, right? I'm not a Grammy nom.
Grammy
Not a-
nomination, and this is the 20th anniversary of B.
B.
So they're re-releasing that album with a bunch of Lucy's from the recording session, from what I read. So I
Did you
can't
say
wait, 'cause
Lucy's like cigarettes?
Lucy's as in versions of songs that didn't make the
Oh,
album.
I thought you meant they were handing them out with
No.
Lucy's.
Nigga, I heard Lucy's and thought loose cigarettes too, but I was
Yeah,
like, let me
no.
shut the fuck up.
I know,
was like,
but
letting- maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, so I was like, let me shut the fuck up.
no,
I'll
that's
say
some
it for
that's
us.
some good choices. So thanks to everybody who
Yeah.
gave us dropped a comment, let us know
Thank
who they would
you.
choose. Thank y'all so much.
We
Y'all
love
should be
our
casting
listeners and
directors.
our viewers.
Hell yeah,
Yes, we do.
They are
Oh.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Patrick
yes.
said,
Oh yeah.
Patrick said his pick would be Mr. Marcus.
I don't need Patrick here no more. Patrick needs to have
I
a nice
said-
long talk.
I said, nigga, does Mr. Marcus actually act, or is his just dick is everybody's face? He's like, that's acting. Okay. Who am I to argue?
Yeah, bitch.
And he's walking
You like
around
that.
as a herpy. I mean, you take what you get. You take what you get.
God.
But you know what? Maybe in
Yes.
episode 169, we'll ask ourselves which porn star should play us in a triple X version of a biopic. Rhea,
Pinky.
Heather
Pinky.
Hunter.
I don't know.
Tiana Trump for
doesn't
Brit.
know.
Oh wait, no, Brit don't even like things around her mouth. So let's go with Oh, I got the perfect person for Brit. Ron Jeremy. All right, we're gonna move on.
Fuck you. I'm not a fucking predator. I'm not a fucking predator. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you.
You're hairy like hedgehog. It happens.
I am
Y'all
not.
have the same
Thank you
hair
very
texture.
much.
And the same length of hair.
And
Okay,
there's
you know what?
absolutely nobody else
I'll give you
besides
this
Ron
one.
Jeremy.
Christy Canyon. Y'all old as
I don't know
fucking.
who that is.
Look
Old
her
as
up, Brit.
fucking won't give it a
No.
rest.
What's that old bitch that I can't believe people are in love with? It's an old white woman that got
Sarah
a
J?
manly ass face.
Yeah.
Are you
That
saying
bitch.
Sarah J? Oh, Brit. I'd
Yeah, that's
fight
what I
her
was
lane.
going for.
I'd fight her lane. She said you look like Skin Diesel.
Wait, I know who she is. Ew, why
Oh, Skin
her?
Diamond.
Why?
I like Skin Diamond too.
Can we stop picking
Not
scary
Skin
white women?
Diesel. No,
Can we
because
stop
look,
picking scary
look.
white women?
I'm not talking about off looks, but that bitch, motherfuckers love that bitch, and they don't know. I don't know why, but that bitch is popular as shit for whatever
Yeah.
She
reason.
really
Very.
They
is.
said 'cause
She
she
really
was
is.
like she was like one of the first interracial fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And the
why.
funny thing is, there's a video of her meeting fans. What's the conference? Exotica, I think that's what it's called. And one of the dudes said, I've been masturbating to you since my daddy's Blacktail magazines. When I heard Blacktail magazine, I just went,
Nigga, that's a long.
that's a long time ago.
That's
They
a
should
long
have.
time.
She was brought onto the Jesus and Mara show when they
Yes.
first COVID hit, and they lost their shit.
Yeah, she's a
Especially
legend.
Marrow.
She said,
I don't understand why. But then again, I never understood why Ron Jeremy was a porn star, even though his
Right.
dick is ginormous. He was a guy that, like, it's not
He's a troll.
clearly it's not about face. So
Well,
No.
I will say this because I watch a lot of documentaries, and there's one about him. His popularity came to be because he was also known as a stunt cock, and he no, like
we need the stunt cock in.
right.
You
He
got a pretty face and a stunt cock.
when the main actor would peter out after one boop,
Mm-hmm.
he had the stamina to go and regenerate
Bring in
real
Ron
quick.
Jeremy.
He did not have any refract issues. Like he
I
would
mean,
pop
I wouldn't
and he'd
mind
go
a guy
right
like
back
that.
into
That's
it.
great. That is
You
so
know.
Right?
great
That
when you
sounds
can do back to
amazing.
backs.
Yeah, he was Michael Jordan of his day.
Wow.
So
That's great.
But then you have a face that looks like that and a body that looks like that when you
That's
get that.
bitch. Did I not say at the beginning of the show, God does not give with both hands?
I'm Mike Tyson. I'm Mike Tyson. This bitch. I got one that first round. After that, Holyfield.
Yeah, it's
got
game
it.
over.
After that, Holyfield got it. It's okay, but it's okay. How many people have I put down in that first round? You see what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay.
Many were on the mat after that uppercut. Many of them hit the mat. It's game over. We're done.
I won a lot. Some niggas got off on me. Some niggas got off on me, but I won a lot.
Well, look, from our crazy sexual depravities, we have to go in a much more serious note of sexual deviancy.
Yes, sir.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, oh, wait a minute, no. We cannot do that. We gotta move into some much lighter notes, some happiness. Because we are now entering the summer, and as all time, school has come to an end. And it is summer
Ugh.
vacation.
Most
and children
places.
are out, most places.
Nigga, 4 more days.
They're still doing school in
Yeah.
New York until the end of June.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we still have it until Friday.
Okay. Well, my nephews are out.
I don't know.
Oh, pray
These
for me.
niggas out down here.
Oh.
But
son.
I
I have no
do-
fucking clue.
For our random chats of blackness, aka This Week in Black, I really want to give huge shout outs to our future, as Whitney Houston sang so eloquently in The Greatest Love of All.
Go, Rhea.
No.
I believe the children are our future.
Yes.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Shut the fuck
Show
up.
them all the
Thank you. First off, huge congratulations to all the graduates this year, whether you are graduating from pre-K to college. Congratulations to y'all. Huge congrats to my nephew who graduated. He's going to middle school.
Yay.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
wait. Did y'all do middle school and elementary school graduation?
Yes.
Yes.
I did elementary graduation, but I didn't go to middle
did
school.
middle
When I
school.
graduated eighth
I did
grade, I
middle
went
school.
straight to high school.
High school.
I only went
You
to
didn't
middle
have
school for 2 years, and then we
My
did a
kids
graduation.
didn't do
I
that.
went for 3.
Yeah, see,
No,
there's
we did
there's-
6th grade
there's-
in elementary.
There's
Yeah.
middle
Middle
schools and there's junior highs, but some
Yeah.
Junior high
elementary
was 7
schools
and
go.
8.
See, I
Yeah.
would say
Oh, okay.
some elementary
No,
schools go a
I
little bit
went-
longer.
Yeah,
than some
my
others.
old elementary school went from pre-K to 8th grade. It was very old school.
Oh.
Southern,
Did you go to a parochial school?
Yeah, Holy Family Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
parochial
my
schools
daughter.
usually
But
go to 8th grade.
I went from kindergarten. My elementary was kindergarten to 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go 6th, 7th, and 8th, and then you go high school.
See,
Yeah,
that's-
they had
that's
just switched that over in my school district, so I went 6th grade all the way to elementary, and
See,
then
school-
7th and 8th, and
No,
then
because
high
Jason
school.
was talking about having to go to his kid's graduation. I'm like, they ain't old enough to graduate from high school. He's like, no, middle school. And I'm like,
Yeah,
my kids
Yeah.
didn't do middle school graduation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
I even
nephew had
checked.
his.
Like, I went on the website like when he told me that, I'm like, let me pull up my kid's school, and I'm looking 8th grader. I'm like, they didn't do, like, Ian's going from 7th to 8th, but there's nothing for the 8th graders. They're not doing a graduation.
Yeah, but
Oh,
see, even
that's
when
messed up.
when I went to school, it was the school I went to, it was kindergarten through 8th grade. Where my cousins went, but as the niggas started to migrate to that side of town, they had to open up a second school and they made a middle school.
Yeah.
So it's kindergarten to 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to my baby. Yes, she is. going to high
Congratulations,
school.
congratulations.
Aw.
And my
Like,
son
seriously.
is going into kindergarten. So yeah,
Very
we
nice.
getting there. We getting there.
Awesome.
So,
Jason,
Awesome.
I really don't remember what that's like having children in school.
In school.
I don't.
Me
Oh, I was
either.
about to say, I heard Britt when Britt started talking. She's like, I don't know if I was like, what, your kids are liking you? But again,
No, actually, my children fucking love me. Y'all can say whatever you want. My kids.
Do
it's
they
not us saying
Yeah, they
anything.
do.
It's you.
do they?
You
They
always
love
talking
me.
top shit about your children.
That
Oh,
part.
I do, but it doesn't mean my kids don't love me. I love my children, but they love me.
Okay, well, all right. You paid for that.
Especially my
love.
little boy.
Love.
Anthony.
What?
No, I didn't hear what you said. What
Oh
did
no,
you say?
I said
Nothing.
I'll tell you after. Off script, I'm joking with you. But no, please have that love. Love gets you through a lot. But we
I
gotta
mean,
show
that's
Did
why
you
Ray
say I
loves
paid
her.
for that love?
True. It's the same reason Ray loves you. Think about it.
It's cool.
Think about it.
It's
Let
cool.
it sit.
It's not true. I loved her through the dark
Bullshit.
times.
Bull.
She did.
Shit,
I
lady.
loved
did.
her through the
I
dark
know.
times.
She was with her during the broke times.
I've
is
known
true.
her since I was 17 years old, and I've loved her most
No,
of
we,
that
we love
time.
Bridget.
I'm sorry for you.
Y'all motherfuckers love me for free.
Wait, Britt, who broke you?
No, I said y'all motherfuckers love me for free.
That is true because we don't get a
I
dollar
actually, I didn't like
At
Brit.
all.
I didn't like Brit when I first met her. I liked her when
Nobody
I was
did.
No,
19.
from. No, I
I was
well,
19.
Nobody did.
I liked Britt when I first met her. She was nice.
Not in person.
Oh, not
You
never.
haven't,
met her
yeah,
in
you haven't
person.
met her
No,
in
I
person yet.
It's a totally different experience in person.
Mm.
That's why he ain't meeting her. Hell, he been avoiding that situation for a while.
Is it would I be pulling? Would I be doing like Stewart from Mad TV? Like pushing off, like anyway.
A little bit, maybe, depending. She would she'd be like, you know what, I like you, you're gonna like me back, and you'd be like, bitch, how you gonna tell me
Yeah.
the fuck I like? You're gonna like me, and then she would be stuck to you
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
like glue.
until
creepy.
you decided that you was gonna like her.
I remember when she started talking to me again. I was so confused. I'm like, I didn't think this person liked me, and now she's talking to me.
What the baby want in the back?
Aww.
Hi.
Say hello. Okay.
Hi.
2020, and I was watching it when you were doing updates.
Oh, well, we'll
Yeah,
watch
and
it. We're gonna
yeah,
watch it later.
yeah, and then when I remembered when I came in because I was wearing the red shirt, like I was little, and I just came in your room.
Okay.
So funny, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
He's like, I was so funny, right?
Yes.
That was
you
good.
You are a true
That was
comedian.
good. That was
All
good.
right.
Look what I can do.
We'll
Oh my
catch
god,
you
I
later.
love him.
That was so
Oh
cute.
my god.
Later, buddy.
He's like, I remember I was wearing the red shirt, and I was so funny, right?
So funny, right? That was adorable.
That is the graduate.
He's the best.
Aw,
Yeah.
congratulations to him.
The world will
So
never be
cute.
the same. Oh, that boy's a
That is
mess.
too
Oh,
funny.
He
what
got
a
some,
cutie
and he
pie.
got some medals, which we were very excited for. I teared up. I'm not
That's
gonna
always
lie.
fun.
Got his
Getting the
Aw.
medals and getting the
The,
awards.
for piano because you have to take art, so piano is his art.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
dope.
And
Oh, that's
I have a
good.
question really quick for everybody. In high school or junior high, did you win anything? Like, were you best this or most
Mhm.
anything?
No.
What'd you, what?
Yeah.
Best
Most likely to
body.
skip class. Yeah.
This bitch in middle
You
school.
got best
bitch?
body?
No, in high school.
oh,
Oh, that was
regardless,
a thing?
voted by the
Yeah.
PE coach.
Anthony.
I will fuck the shit out that kid. Y'all see that?
I'm thinking.
I mean, I
Bria,
run
I'm
track a
thinking
lot.
she means. I'm thinking Britt was meaning like
Jumping
perfect
jacks.
attendance, perhaps.
Oh,
Or-
no. I mean, I
Like,
She, them the
got track
underground
and
awards.
field. I got track and field
Right.
awards not in high school, in elementary school.
Okay,
got
yeah, because I know
awards.
you wasn't running track and field because them things came early, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I stopped running
She's
track
hitting herself in the eye.
7th or 8th grade. I stopped running
Okay.
track. I quit track,
Okay.
and I was really good at it. I shouldn't have quit, but I was trying to be cute.
Oh,
Yeah, well, those titties would have stopped you at some point.
yeah.
They would have.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
No,
we had
good
some,
sports
I've
bra.
seen some. I know some
Yeah,
girls.
okay, so we
who-
had some.
I saw
Yeah,
the
but not in the
sizes
80s.
they were.
Not
Okay, so-
yeah, not back
Okay.
then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know some women, boy, when I was in, boy, they
Boy, there'd have been a whole lot of diddying going on. Them track meets. Okay, let's stop because
I got-
baby oil loose.
I
Fucking ass.
I can't.
but we can.
I got
because-
biggest money moocher in junior high.
I can believe
Oh,
that.
so it's full circle.
What
Now
in the
now you
fuck
got a
is
money
that?
moocher. Cause she probably was borrowing money from everybody.
All the time.
You was one of them. I
in
bet
high
you was one of them
Hey,
heifers
shoot.
that every time for lunch you be asking, "You gonna finish that? You gonna finish that?"
No, I just no.
You gonna
I
eat your
just feel like-
cornbread?
Yeah.
I forget. I
Oh,
sometimes
Goma.
forget. Y'all a little bit older than me, but you was one of them
I
students
got-
when I was in school. They used to have a piece of the loose leaf paper. Somebody said, put some chips in there for me. Put some chips in there for me.
That was
would
me.
be
Paper?
Brit. That
That
would
was
be
me.
Brit.
But in high school, I got best smile and
Okay.
most huggable.
Oh,
You know what
that's
most
sweet.
huggable means?
By the
Titties.
PE coach.
Big titties.
It was me and Juan Lozano, and Juan Lozano was a big boy.
Titties.
Uh-huh.
My key,
Coaches
my key-
really liked you, didn't they, Brit?
Oh, they did. I was a gymnast, so.
Oh
I
wait,
don't
you
know why I said that.
you were kind of muscly builty.
Yeah,
Hitless at the
You
time.
could say muscly builty.
built
Kind of you were a
Yes,
little
I was a-
you were a little Marjorie
Builty.
Taylor Greene back in the day.
Oh,
Oh my
SpongeBob
God.
SquareBody.
Did I show y'all the picture of Marjorie Taylor Greene that I downloaded this week?
Oh
Why
God,
would you
hurry up!
download a
'cause
picture of
we
Marjorie
really
Taylor
got-
Greene?
Oh, Jesus
Bitch,
Christ.
that's
remember
I've
that
been
show.
saying that she looks like Vincent from Beauty and the
Beast.
Beast. I've been
Vincent.
saying that.
Yes.
That's her.
That's her. Y'all, the
Spitting
world didn't
image.
believe me. Oh, but
Spitting
you know what?
image.
I think it said the world didn't believe me.
But it's all right though. They clowning her every day on Capitol Hill. But look, let's show some love to some amazing students right now because
Yes.
after reading these stories, I'm like, yo, black,
Black
it's
excellence.
it's so good
See,
to see.
Brit's blacked out now because she doesn't love black excellence.
Oh well, she trying to highlight. Well, let me stop. But anyway, we got to show some love to one King. and this is his name, King Kenneth Smith.
Kenneth? Yeah.
Yep, King Kenneth Smith from Vicksburg, Mississippi, who, this is crazy, gets perfect scores on 2 state tests. Shout out to you, sir.
That's wild.
Yeah, like that is insane. And he is what, a 7th grader at the Academy of Innovation. Of course, you go to a school that is called the Academy of Innovation. Boy, you better
Look at
come
Jason's
with perfect
waves.
scores.
Look at
Fucking
him.
Jason ain't shit.
Look at him.
Did you see this?
Yes.
Was he showing
He's
off
like-
his waves? I didn't see
Look
it.
at his own. He looked at his own reflection and was like, "Oh shit, kill him, kill him. I'm gonna kill him."
I'm feeling
This nigga
seasick
here.
from seeing them waves. But no, props
Why
to
you
you,
got a
sir.
cow lick on the side of your shit?
Oh, why you got to bring that up?
We can't hear you, nigga.
Unmute, sir.
I'm sorry. I have to try to make sure my background noise don't get caught. I got a cat. It's a they call it a I can't think, a swirl. I got a swirl on the front of my hairline.
Not a swirl, child.
It's
So,
a
yeah,
hair swirl. SWORL.
So
Gotcha.
it won't lay down properly on there,
Okay.
but it's right at the front of my hairline, unfortunately.
You ever
We
seen
don't
those
care.
little
Anthony,
big-headed
you were saying?
babies?
Yes,
Their heads,
but
like they got the big square heads and they got the hair swirl. They got hair going this way and that way. That's what he got.
Oh my God, look at you.
Oh,
You be
dear.
Are you
knowing?
defending this? Are you defending him? That's
Totally,
nice.
totally. But you know
That's
what?
nice.
What we will defend is another great student named Jamie Anderson. I'm gonna give applause after. I'm doing the responsibility politic principle. Hold your applause until we say all the names.
And
I'm
wanna
niggas
get
grown.
through
I
all
can
the
say
names.
and niggas gonna
Fuck
shout, shout
Right?
anyway.
That part.
But no, huge congratulations to Jamie Alexander, who graduating senior from Forest Hill High School in Jackson, Mississippi. Mississippi is on the come up with education.
They're not.
Well, no, you know
They're
what?
like what?
Let's not
Number
act like that's a
47
true
now?
statement.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get
Don't-
props, but you
Let's
know
not
what?
act like
It is what
that's
it
a
is.
true fucking statement.
Yeah, well. But you know what? The pride of Jackson, Mississippi is Jamie Alexander. Why? Because this young brother got accepted into 50, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50 universities and was awarded
Yeah.
over $10 million in scholarships. Wherever he decides to go, he has no college debt at all.
That's
That's
great.
fucking amazing.
Now
That's
to you,
awesome.
young Mr. Jamie Alexander, I ask you, could I get $70,000 to finish paying off my student loans, please? You're not
Motherfucker's
missing
like,
it.
nope.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna buy me a house. But congratulations to you, sir. Wishing you all the
Is
best.
this grant money, Pell money? Is this
Scholarships.
just straight?
scholarships.
Damn. That's
Straight up.
Right?
I don't think you can
That's
get
awesome.
near $10 million on a Pell grant, no matter how
That's
much you do.
awesome.
No.
So his whole college journey is paid for. If he
That's
wants to
great.
study abroad, paid for. Man,
Really?
that is,
That's great.
yeah, that's
Go to
wow.
Oxford. Don't hang around over here, nigga.
But are they going to
No.
let us, considering the fact that we have now decided to stop letting international students go to Harvard? You heard
No,
about
they
that?
stopped.
To punish
Injunction
Harvard?
came in. They put an
Okay,
injunction
good.
on that.
I was gonna
They-
say I
they-
don't.
they
Yeah, I
stepped
don't
on
think they
that.
have to reverse that.
Right.
Okay.
But here's some of the colleges. Let's see. I'm gonna call them out. Stanford, UCLA, UC Berkeley, Penn State, San Fran State are just a few of the colleges.
Don't
Those
fuck
are
with
some
nothing on the
really
West
good
Coast,
fucking
homie.
schools.
I mean, that's
Don't
dope
do
as
that
hell.
West Coast shit.
That is amazing. You know, so
Those
shout
are
out
some
to
really
you,
good
Mr.
schools.
Anderson. Why did I say it
Yeah.
like old boy from the Matrix? Mr. Anderson. Congratulations.
Anderson.
But last and certainly not least, because we got to talk about some black girl magic, we have to give a
Yes.
huge, huge shout out to one Miss Gabby Goodwin, who not only is she a high school graduate, she is also a teen CEO of a company called,
Hey.
and an inventor, mind you, Gabby's Bows. I've never heard of it. I guess it's some hair
She makes
bows
hair.
that you make.
She makes hair bows. She makes hair ties,
Okay.
bows,
Nice.
like
Well,
barrettes.
okay. Well, not only did this young entrepreneur, or if you watch the Players Club, entrepreneur
Entrepot
Negro.
nigga.
I was gonna say Negro. Wasn't going that far with it, but yes, that is true. Not only is she a CEO, but this young lady landed $1 million of scholarships. And it ain't over.
Damn.
It ain't over. She also got a book deal.
Damn.
You know what? To all three of you amazing young black kings and queens, this is for y'all. Y'all deserve it. Truly, truly deserve it. We love you for it. We hope you succeed. We want to see you
Man,
be
I wish I
amazing
had a
and great.
kid that I could buy these little bows for. These are cute.
Yeah. I just looked at them, you know. So congratulations to
Be wearing these
King.
shits in my head if that's the case.
Well, then get them.
I'm saying I have to.
Yeah. You know. So
Like the
congratulations
little girl
to,
that
oh
had
God.
her lemonade on what's that show?
Oh
The
yeah, I
Shark
remember
Show?
the Lemonade
She's
Girl.
doing very
Yeah.
well.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
the young lady that did the um dolls that were this for black girls. I bought one for
Yes.
my little cousin for her baby shower. She
Nice.
got screwed up. Sadly, this is a little bit of sad news. Wells Fargo screwed up her money
Oh
and
Oh,
yeah,
I
closed
I
saw
her
heard
that.
account.
about
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
closed
damn.
messed up
Yeah.
her account, man. That's why I'm hoping her stuff is still being sold.
Nigga,
I
fuck
You
really
Wells
do.
can't you
Fargo.
can't
I don't know
bank
why people still fucking with Wells
with a
Fargo.
bank that's
No,
been around
seriously.
since slavery. You can't
True.
bank with them.
True that. But that's
Considering what
damn
they
near
did
all
to all
gone.
those families, do you remember the 2007, 2008
Oh yeah, when they were
financial
foreclosing
collapse?
on those
Yeah.
houses, yeah.
And they sold houses out from under people who didn't even owe anything.
Right.
And those people never got their money back and they never got their fucking house back. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them.
So
I hate them so
con-
fucking much.
But besides all that hate for a goofy ass bank, we do want to show some love and congratulations to Jamie King as well as Gabby, man. Wishing y'all all the
Yes.
best. Continue to succeed and
Most
let
definitely.
your greatness shine
Yes.
like never before. Stunt on them devils. Stunt
Hell
on
yeah.
them devils. Straight up. Now, from
Mhm.
stunting on devils to watching the trial of a devil. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, here is a
Oh,
quick
no.
Diddy watch.
Nigga.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Diddy trial, I think, has taken a break for the weekend.
There, there's
It
a
has
long weekend. Diddy's having barbecue chicken and playing basketball tomorrow.
in General Pop.
And yep,
Yeah, because
in jail.
he ain't going home.
They're having some sort of celebration
Oh,
tomorrow for the
okay.
holiday.
For what?
Gross.
It's Memorial Day.
It's Memorial Day.
Okay.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
barbecue.
You know what? I love prison reform and all of that. I just don't like Diddy. So that was my
Yeah.
automatic reaction to him.
Look.
Was like, he don't fucking deserve that.
Yeah.
Now, the
It's
other
gonna be the
prisoners,
perfect
Michael?
time for him doing the things he loved, barbecuing and butt sex. So
Mhm.
you're welcome. That was a
Mm.
horrible, horrible thing because there were victims involved. But no, the trial has taken a recess. It's on break. This week, I think, was one of the wildest situations.
Whew, all
from
those
that-
sex workers.
And then Cassie's finished her testimonies, her
Mhm.
testimony. Kid Cudi,
Kid
that
Cudi.
that is some straight up mafia type craziness.
Right.
Right.
But I think two of the wildest testimonies, well, I'll say one because I know that one happened, was Dawn Richards.
Yeah.
Is it Dawn Richards or Dawn Richardson?
Don Richard.
Dawn Richard.
Richard.
Okay.
It's actually
Richard?
Don Richard. That's how
Dawn
she likes
Richard,
to have
okay.
it pronounced.
Gotcha. Oh, she thinks she's from Louisiana. Got it.
Right.
Hmm.
But no, man, some of the things she testified I'm not gonna say I'm shocked.
I'm not shocked because everything she testified was in her lawsuit because she's
Yeah.
suing him too.
And what folks are really not understanding, man, this is not a Cassie case. This is
Right.
a federal
Right.
case. Like man, I have never seen the feds go this hard on a black guy in a long time. A very long time. Like they are
Are
making
you
it.
surprised though?
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but the way it's happening, like the freezing of all his assets and things like that. Look, even Al Capone was able to keep some of his money. Now he had most
What
of that
about
in
his
mattress.
children? Are his children taken care of?
That's the thing.
I'm not
I
talking
think
about the grown ass men that he
You mean his
fathered. I'm
daughters?
talking about Delilah and
Well, the two, I'm assuming that they have a
Trust
what do you
fund.
a
call it?
trust. A
Yeah.
trust.
Well,
yeah,
but then
and they're 18
Um,
now.
And then the other girl that's the same age as the twins, her mom is there, so
Yeah.
But again, this is the federal government. They have their ways of taking everything.
They just graduated too. Congratulations to
Yeah,
them.
congrats to y'all. Sadly,
Right.
a joyous
Their
occasion
father
is
couldn't.
being marred.
Their father couldn't join.
True. But he probably got cell phone footage.
I'm
But-
sure.
He got a
they
phone.
televised.
I'm sure
They
he
televised
he was
graduation,
He was
so
Yeah.
FaceTiming it.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Okay, so you're not gonna like what I have to say, but
When do we ever, Britt?
I know.
Go for it, girl.
This isn't, unfortunately for them, they're tied to their father regardless. So I'm not sad that daddy couldn't see. I'm not even sad, really. I'm not.
I'm
He did what he
sad
did.
for the girls.
I'm not sad for them either.
I am. They're
I'm not-
children.
How old are they again?
I'm sad they just turned 18.
Right.
so
but
they're
how
the
many
same
times
age.
do we?
So they're the same age
how
that
many
Cassie was when he
times
started fucking
do
with her.
we sit
Pretty
on
much.
here? Exactly. Do we sit on here and talk about 17, 18? They should have known better. Da da da. Now they're children. Either they're children when they're fucking around, because we weren't looking at Cassie as a child when she was 18 fucking around with Diddy. We're talking about
We
she was a grown
were.
woman. She
She's
knew
a
it.
victim.
I understand that, but most people aren't. And we've
Not
had this conversation.
everybody thinks that.
True.
Right. So that's the thing is, all of a sudden, his kids are the victims, their children, but not.
Look,
it's,
people pick and choose
keep it
when they
funky.
want to believe that somebody, because a man will date a motherfucker that's 18 and then be like,
Right.
well, 19, she's an adult. But if his same daughter was dating
Right.
somebody that was considerably older, then it would be a fucking problem.
Right.
Keep the same energy across the board.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
going to
Okay, I
say
agree.
That's
I'm
all
going
I'm
to say
saying.
17 and 18 is a child, regardless of if it's my child, your child, his child, their child, or it's a child dating a 40-year-old. It's still a goddamn child. It's still a
Right.
teen. They're still teen at the end of their fucking age.
Then 19 should be a part of that as well.
I agree.
I got knocked up as a teenager. I was 19.
Jesse, Chance, and Delilah, they're all the same age.
Okay. But again,
And don't he got doesn't he have a little baby too? Like a
Love.
toddler?
The baby's name is Love. She's
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
How distorted these children's views of the world and how the world works and how relationships work. You can't reach that age.
Well, they've never
in a-
seen their father in a relationship. He didn't really have Cassie didn't have a relationship with his kids at all.
No. Yes, they did. They saw the world's view of it. That's the sad thing. They saw
Right.
what we all saw.
True. True.
So they have a distorted idea of their. It must be. This is the only sympathy I give. It must be crazy in their head. They don't see
That's
the
all
world
they
the
know.
way your 18-year-old child sees the world.
Yeah.
But I am never going to make an excuse for anybody, including most men, and especially not Diddy. But I have seen men that have been good fathers and have been shitty husbands. They've been sometimes they've been shitty men, but they have been good fathers. So
I've
I
seen
don't
it.
know the relationship that Diddy has had with his children. He might be a good father, and he's just a shitty all around everything else human being.
Well,
We don't know.
He loves to adopt children that aren't his, so he loves having kids around, but he also loves to victimize kids too.
That's my thing is, yes, he loves having children around, but I'm
But
sorry.
he loves to victimize them.
Right, exactly, right there. Like,
The
weirdly
children?
enough, Honey Boo Boo Honey Boo
Oh,
Boo's
yeah.
mom. She ended up losing her daughter because she ended up with a sex offender,
Oh
a
yeah.
child predator.
But she picked that sex offender. She picked
She
him
did.
repeatedly and wanted to keep her daughter's
Exactly.
money.
And she stole her
Exactly.
daughter's money.
So that's the thing is, he's a sex offender too. He's a predator. So whatever relationships, whatever children he had around him.
Hold on. Don't throw that on him yet. He hasn't been guilty yet.
Allegedly.
There you go.
Anthony, she's not saying that he's like predatory towards his children.
No,
he's just
no.
predatory
that's not what I'm
towards
saying.
the age of children.
Right.
Right.
Like
No.
the 18, 19-year-old.
No,
So
that
what I'm
age
saying
range.
is,
no, but what I'm
I
saying
don't look
is
at-
he hasn't been deemed that yet, so throw
fine,
allegedly on it.
So, allegedly.
He's
Yeah.
allegedly a predator. So having any child around an alleged predator, whether it's a good father or not a good father, that's gross. You wouldn't want Bob next door, who's in the same situation as him, watching your kid.
I have a cousin who is a labeled sex offender, and he can't be around his children unless he's supervised. And he didn't do anything with little kids. He did something when he was a teenager with a teenager. But he just happened to be 19, and the teenager so happened to be 14.
And he's related
So
to
he
you,
was,
but if he
was
wasn't,
wrong. He was wrong. No, he was
Right.
completely wrong. Like, put him under the jail. Wrong. But he can't be. He has to be supervised.
19 and 14, Jason, that's wrong. Like,
That's
cut the
wrong.
it is
tapes out.
wrong.
Yeah.
I would know. So, I mean, I could. There was a situation in Georgia where a kid got a sex offender tag because his girlfriend. They were dating in high school. He graduated. I think she gave him head or something like that. They got caught. The parents told.
But what was
and
the
he got it.
ages?
He
Yeah,
was
what was the
he was
age?
18. She was 16.
And she was 16. Yeah. I
That's
turned my head because I don't.
2-year, not a 5-year difference.
Yeah,
Right,
but
I know the
again,
difference. I didn't know the difference.
but once
prior
again,
to it being
yes,
sold
it's
to me.
disgusting. But when you say teen and teen,
Yeah.
with him, his situation was he had just turned 18. She
Correct.
she was about to turn 17.
About to turn 17.
And they did the business, and then her parents got heated
Which is fucked up.
and was like,
California has a grace period when it comes to teenagers.
Mhm.
It's like a year and a half, or basically
Yeah.
saying, if you have that, we're not going to prosecute that.
Mhm.
But because they also understand that who you are at 15 and who you are even at 17 are two totally different people,
Right.
because teenagers grow and change so fast, and intellectually they grow as well. That is why a 5-year difference between a 35-year-old and a 40-year-old is completely different between a 19-year-old and 14-year-old.
Yeah.
No, that's
Worlds
understandable.
apart.
You know, it's just the fact that when you say teen, it's like, oh, okay, they were teenagers, but then you go, no,
Right.
they were 19 and this was 14.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna say protect the names and the relationships to,
Like, he
hide
was
the
a
guilty.
senior in high school because he never graduated, and she was a freshman. Like, that was wrong.
Yeah.
You should have known that was wrong.
And I kind of hate to say it, but there was a lot of freshmen who were dating seniors. And some
I
of them
dated a
seniors,
senior.
and
I
some of them
did.
seniors. Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Britt. Some
Hey,
of them
Otis
seniors,
Some of
Golden.
them were super seniors.
that's what I'm saying.
I
Some of
see
them,
you. I see you, Otis. I see you, Otis.
some of them
Not
should have
Otis.
been.
You dated somebody named Otis, girl?
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
Otis Golden.
She
Was he
my age.
collecting Social Security?
All right? Because that is definitely an old man's name.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That must have been in the early 60s when you were in kindergarten.
Nigga,
Knowing she was born in 53, mind you.
not the early 60s.
What you saying?
Jesus.
She was dead when she was a zygote there? Oh, Lord. Your death word. My bad.
Yeah, please don't speak of that word ever again.
But no, but going back to the whole thing with the trial and stuff, I do have a question. At first, I was kind of wondering, why wasn't it televised?
Because it's federal. Federal trials
And
are
I
not
thought about that.
televised.
But I thought there were some federal
They
trials
need
that
they
have
need
been
to
televised.
they need to fire the courtroom
Sketch artists?
Stenographer?
sketch artists.
No,
Oh, the
they
sketch
need
artists.
they need to keep that job because
No.
the way they've been drawing Diddy is high art
I mean,
hilarity.
it's funny.
I
It's
love
funny.
it. I
But-
love it.
Like, Cassie looked nothing like Cassie.
No, not at all. Not at all. Now, you have the official courtroom sketch artists, but then you have freelancers who work for newspapers.
Oh,
And some of those
so that's what we're
freelancers-
seeing.
No, we're seeing an official court sketch. But you
Oh,
got to see the ones that come
terrible.
from that be on the New York Times, Oh,
They need to do the
excuse me.
caricature ones where the head be real big and the body be real small.
Like you did at Astro
I
World
want
or
to
at
see
Disney
his
World.
Yeah.
beady eyes and big lips. That's what I want to see from
Yeah.
Diddy.
Well, I'm loving the fact that
And
they're
that little
drawing,
peasy ass head.
and they're always drawing him now with gray hair.
Yep.
Because he's got
And
gray
love
hair.
He's
that.
got gray hair.
Well,
There's no just for men in
There's no
No.
Beijing in the clink.
yes, there is. You get some ink pens and you ball that a little bit. And oh, I'm sorry.
And then you look like
Can't tell
Rudy
y'all all the
Giuliani
jokes.
on a hot day.
Right.
Hell yeah. That shit
Just
be
rip it.
melting down your face. That's
But
what's gonna happen to Jason when he get in the summer heat. This shit gonna start melting down his face. Because ain't no way that's all his color.
Wait,
this?
why?
You think you
Jason's just sitting there minding his own
You
business.
hating?
He just caught a
You
stray
hating?
for no reason.
Right? For no reason.
You hating? I got you. Can if you get close enough, you can see the grays. I got.
Oh,
them.
I see them.
Yeah.
Up top.
Yeah, but your head
In the
looked
top, on the
jet,
top
it
of my
looked jet
head.
black.
Oh,
It looked jet
oh.
black.
I mean, even up there, like there is
Look
a.
at them waves. You can get
He
lost
could
in
not.
those waves.
He could not wait to take that
Look. That
Watch
was
when
that.
I do this.
Could
It's like a
not
tidal
is
fucking
wave.
wait.
This
Right.
this
You can
is a
drown in
do-rag.
those waves.
I just washed my hair in this do rag, which is breathable, seeable, and it's like mesh. So no, this is still in my hair. I'm not gonna dye my
Yes,
shit.
continue to make me feel jealous as I feel.
Right?
I want the salt and pepper
Not a
look. I
whore.
would be cool. So I'm like, yeah, like, you know.
No, actually, for me, I just wish if I get salt and pepper, make it uniformed. You know, I want to look like Ra's al Ghul. Just give me that.
I know
I
that's
have
right.
it here.
That's
Give me
here
that.
and
Give me
here.
that good. Yeah, you know where it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
cool, and then I look sinister. Not just here's a
That
little
nigga
dash of
said I
salt
want to
here.
look sinister.
Yeah,
I don't
want to
people-
just be
but-
cute old guy. No, I want to make sure that people understand. I will take over the world if I have to.
Life is stressful.
Jason
but I don't let
Jason
it
ain't hit
stress
40
me.
yet. Just give it
No.
some time.
No,
Jay-
life is stressful. But I
Jason's
don't
what,
let life
36?
stress me. I'm 35. I'll be
35
36 next year.
36?
I have
Okay.
friends who have
Wait.
been gray since their
Yeah.
20s.
My
My
Yeah,
dad-
I've been
my
gray
cousin-
since 31.
My cousin is stressed. My cousin is gray. He has gray hair and he's 23. So I mean,
Yeah.
just
Oh wow.
My dad started getting.
I
grays
started
at,
going gray
20.
around 45.
Yeah,
I got
Wait,
a little
it's
bit of
a-
gray right here. and
it's a
gray right here.
mutation.
Yeah.
It's actually not a sign of age.
I'm a
it's
mutant.
a mutation.
I'm a mutant. I'm a
Right.
mutant.
She
Am
said,
I
"I'm
9
mute."
years older than you?
You
Oh
old
my
bitch.
god.
She's still stuck on that.
Get over it, bro. It's already happened. Gotcha, bitch. What's it? Gotcha, bitch. No, just
All right, yo, let's go ahead and wrap the whole Diddy situation.
why are people calling Cuddy a snitch?
I don't know.
not.
That's stupid as shit.
He's a
What the fuck?
victim.
What did he snitch
Street
on?
knowledge.
Bitch, I got my shit blown up and I came to a subpoena. I got subpoenaed by the federal government
Right.
and came to court and just told that
Right.
my
Well,
shit
the
got
funny-
blown up.
the funny
or
thing
my
is
shit got
that-
caught fire.
He
Like that's not a snitch. He didn't XX. What's that little boy's name?
XXX
XXX
Tentacion
Tentacion.
or
No,
Tekashi,
that's not
Tekashi.
him.
Tekashi.
No, six.
Takashi
Tekashi.
69.
Tekashi 69.
That's the
yeah.
rat.
no
That
Drake-
nigga is Splinter.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is though with Cuddy literally did a police report. Like when it blew up, the
Right.
cops were called. So he spoke on what happened, and then like
That is an upstanding citizen, nigga.
the dumbest thing I
Right.
heard was, "I'm tired of y'all saying that Kid Cudi is a civilian. He done so many drugs and blah, blah. Drugs ain't got nothing to do with if you in the streets or if you a civilian."
Right.
Right.
He's
What they got to
not-
do with his car getting caught
blown
on
up.
fire?
And
He's another one. He's an actor now.
yeah, but he dropped a new album. It's not bad.
Oh.
But again, what got me was when I was reading some of the transcripts, and they were like, "Well, how did you feel about that?" He's like, "Man, I really want to fight that nigga. I wanted to fight him. I was ready to fight him because what? Okay, Diddy's lawyers are really trying to turn this court hearing into a Lifetime movie, and the question was asked to Cuddy, what happened since then? And he spoke about it. He said, well, she told Diddy where I lived because Diddy found out we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
All hell breaks loose. And, you know, here we are now. And he said, well, what happened with Miss Ventura afterward? Well, she went back with Mr. Combs. And the defense lawyer came in and said, so where's the abuse?
Excuse me.
You lost all of this, and she went back. So where is the? And again, like I said, they're trying to make it like a Lifetime movie, and the Twitter streets were going like, "Oh damn, Cuddy, you lost your house, your car got firebombed because he had moved around that time, and you lost the girl.
Damn,
it's hard. It's hard out here for you."
He really should.
But they're still blaming. They're still trying to blame Cassie.
Oh, it's
on
gonna
a
always be that
multitude
way.
of things. Like, oh, you got out and da da da, and then you went back. It's Cassie's fault. Oh, you were with this person and their car got blown up. Oh, that's Cassie's fault.
Right.
Oh, you didn't say X, Y, Z. Oh, that's Cassie's fault. Ultimately it's all Cassie's fault.
Well, keep in mind,
of course,
Cassie said in her testimony, she did a lot of things to keep the peace. And one of those things was the freak off. But if you listen to her, one of the experts said, no, this woman suffers from Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
This was to
Very
keep
much
him
so.
because she didn't want to lose him. It was almost like the captive became, like a part of the madness.
Complicit.
Yeah, it's like a old girl that got caught by the SLA, and then she became a part of the group.
Patty Hearst.
Hearst.
Yeah, I always get her and Gloria Steinem mixed up.
Oh no, Gloria Steinem fine. Patty Hearst.
People don't understand what victims are though. Like what actual sexual abuse victims look like, what they are, and what.
Well, but
what
Jason, you got to understand when Diddy was trying to buy the Tasty Freeze franchise, the white take him down.
Not Tasty Freeze, nigga.
I thought it was Baskin Robbins.
No, girl, it was Tasty Freeze. It was a sudden. You remember because he had Bad Boy South and Tasty Freeze was still around.
Bad Boy for life.
No, I just think
people don't understand victims until they either become one or until somebody close enough to them becomes one. Then all of a sudden it becomes, oh my God, I understand. It took that to happen before you could sympathize or empathize with the case of what a victim is or what a victim looks like, just because it's not what you think it should be.
Well,
I will also say someone who is close to the victim actually more often than not has more sympathy for a victim than victims do sometimes. Because for a victim to get through it, a lot of victims will turn on other victims because they don't want to say to themselves, I was victimized.
Right.
So they will project their...
Yeah, there's a rumor going around that he was still, he was back and forth with Kim Porter, and he was still being physically abusive to Kim Porter. And Cassie knew about it, and Cassie was like, yes.
Well,
so
that was from one of Cassie's friends.
True.
Had spoke about it. Cassie would always joke about Kim being abused by Diddy. And there was supposedly a moment where she saw, I don't think she said it on stand, but this came from a friend's account, that Diddy had grabbed Kim Porter by the hair and was basically two-piecing her and dragging her all around and, dogging her. And Cassie laughed at that. That was a joke to her. And then lo and behold,
she becomes
now
the victim.
You're the one
that
while they were on vacation, they found her in the ditch because Diddy did his thing on her. She ran away. Her friend found her, and they ran and was hiding in a ditch on the island, trying to stay away from Diddy. So again,
people forget though. But people forget the most basic part of all of this ever. For any type of abuse, the perpetrator is always in the wrong when it comes to that. I don't care if she laughed about Kim Porter. The minute he put his hands on either of those women, he was wrong.
Oh, of course he was wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you guys are not saying that.
Cassie was also young as shit, though.
Young,
like she was looking at it like, that ain't me type situation.
Right.
That's some shit that I don't give a shit how who you are, there's been some point in your young ass life that you looked at a situation and
Yep.
was like, oh shit, couldn't be me or wouldn't be
Right.
me or
Right.
ha ha ha, that's you.
Absolutely.
Until you get much older and you understand
And
that, yeah, bitch, that most definitely could be, would be, and might be you.
We do it
And
as adults.
he pit them against each other because he used to
Right.
spend vacations and holidays with Kim Porter and the
Mhm.
children, and Cassie was
Mhm.
excluded. So Cassie looked for any moment to get one up on Kim.
Right. And they really trying
Manipulators
their
are
hardest.
manipulators
True.
for a reason.
But I'm like, that girl is young as shit. How old? What is the age difference? Like
He was
20
30.
years or
He was
17
37, and
years?
she was 19.
she was that old?
She was 19.
Because she's what,
When they met.
36 now?
Yeah,
34, 30, between 34 and 36?
she's in her mid 30s.
Yeah.
They look for young people. The cop that used to beat my ass, he was in his late 30s. I was 24.
Yeah.
But again,
So it's an 18-year difference between them at the very
Right.
least.
Mm-mm.
What,
Cassie,
Jason?
What?
Cassie is fit to be 40.
she finna be 40. Okay. So
How old is Diddy?
That's
Diddy's
still young as fuck, though.
55, 56.
Still young as fuck.
But
Yeah.
again,
He was still in his 30s.
So
yeah.
16-ish year
yeah,
difference.
because the crazy thing about it all
That's
is at the end of the
big.
day, what they were trying to do, again, if you're a defense lawyer, you got to make sure that every witness against your client is not a good witness, for the
Right.
Well,
prosecution.
absolutely. That's the job.
38 and 55
38 and 55. Okay. So
right now.
13 years. No, 38. I'm sorry. 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah. So yeah,
And
Diddy
you
was
can't
in
look
his
at
30s.
it from the age now. You have to look at it from the age then and the
Right.
intellectual maturity or lack thereof.
I just think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to flip the narrative of this is not about, because notice they haven't even talked about the guns. They haven't
Right.
talked about
Right.
the
The drugs,
the drugs.
Yeah.
They're talking about
the other victims, the underage
The
victims.
abuse.
Right.
the
Yeah.
abuse. They're
I'm waiting
looking
till they
at,
get to the underage victims before people like Boosie shut the fuck up.
well,
Yeah.
the
Boosie
sexual
never shut up.
deviancy of it all, right?
Right.
And see, and
And-
that's where people are getting it fucked up though, is why they're screaming that, oh, the lawyers aren't doing their job and he's not on trial for beating Cassie's ass. But it's all encompassed in the racketeering charges as
Right.
well. The abuse
Right.
is all encompassing into the racketeering charge, because apparently I didn't even realize it, but R. Kelly got a racketeering charge as well.
Yeah,
And
he
I
got
had
RICO.
I didn't realize that was what he was put away for, basically.
It's not about the
And they're
abuse.
like, well,
It's
it's
the
not about
racketeering.
it. They're just talking about abuse. And I'm like, well, they're not talking about XYZ. And I'm like, first of all, let them get to it. And secondly, the abuse in itself is because you have an older person, younger person, you have someone with money, someone without, you have somebody that was ultimately holding Cassie's life in her hands because he promised, I think it was like she was supposed to do like a 10 album deal or
Yeah.
something.
10 album deal.
And no music came out.
No.
Like you're
Right.
holding this deal hostage over her
Yeah, because
the entire time.
Didn't she drop a single?
I own
That was it?
you.
she had one
Mhm.
song.
One song. And
She
that
had
was it.
well, that was before Bad Boy, and then she signed
And I
with
love
Bad
that
Boy.
song.
Okay.
And then she
Me
had
and You?
another song.
Yeah.
It was a duet with somebody. I can't think of the person. Let me look it up.
It
But
wasn't
remember
RL
when
I'll
she
find
remember
it.
when she shaved half her head and motherfuckers was going in on her and they was like, oh, this bitch going through it. She didn't shave. Little did we know.
That's why she
Right.
shaved that
He had
head.
ripped her hair out of her head.
And again, we keep looking like I'm trying my hardest not even to be,
I know.
I don't want to say not care about
I
it,
know.
because in my mind, like, to be brutally honest with Diddy, and
Ah,
it's how I feel
Definitely.
for a long time. The way he act to me shows it all, because even at the beginning of the whole trial, it became more of a character. We're gonna show you just who this man is, straight up and down. This is who this guy is.
Oh, she
What
did
you-
a song with Nicki Minaj in 2012.
Okay.
8 years
So
later.
no matter what you do, no matter what kind of black excellence you spout off or you try to show off, there's a dark side to you. And that's what they've been trying to show the most. Now, like I said, the defense is throwing this like it's a Lifetime movie. You know, it's one of those situations. But the prosecution, they're trying to say, okay, here's all of these levels that built up to the reason we got this man in court right now. This week, you're getting the deviancy of it, right? Not going to yuck another person's yum, but when your yum starts to hurt and turns people into victims, you gotta be held accountable for it. This is a court trial. This is a trial that even the judge said this could take 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're getting 8 layers of who this man is. Whether the prosecution is saying that,
and it goes to show, like, he had all those male sex workers testified,
and they even said they were wrong for showing who these folks were,
who these people are. Yeah,
that was messed up.
Some of them were on that Gigolo show. Have you ever seen that Gigolo
on Showtime?
show? Showtime. Yeah, some of them were on there. I watched a little bit of it. But it goes to show that he was having people sex trafficked over state lines, which is the trafficking.
Exactly. So again, I look at it and say, okay, well, got to let the trial play out. Whatever comes from it is what comes from it. Public opinion already said this dude is scum.
It's that soundbite you played. This nigga guilty.
He's guilty. You know. Uncle Ruckus, the first time he was may be right. But again,
right.
I don't think there's any PR that could spin it to make him look any better or to get him out of this situation. Like, I don't know how he could even come back from this. And I'm not really looking for a Diddy comeback, and to be honest. You know.
No, he's gonna end up like R. Kelly. He's gonna be under the jail for several years, and there's no comeback from it. He's gonna waste his money on appeals. He's gonna be broke, and like I said, I hope his children are taken care of.
If it's a RICO charge and say he's found guilty, that money's gone already. There is no money.
Oh, they seize all the money.
They seize that. That's government seizure.
Oh,
they sure as shit
do. How is he paying for his attorneys then?
No. He still has his, some coffers here and there. But if he is found guilty.
Right.
Yeah. But he was setting up for this. Remember, he started selling shit off and getting rid of stuff and taking out like whatever he owned in this business or that business.
Got rid of Revolt.
He was setting all of that. I'm sure he probably put that shit in them kids' names or set up a trust of some sort, or he went about it some kind of way
so
that money is not just...
Brent, we can hear you clipping your you're clipping.
God damn. Somebody should have busting bricks down.
Got some cold brown nails, huh?
You need to stop drinking that goddamn milk.
Virus tails.
Toes. Jesus, you got to go to work on Myra's feet.
You got to go to work on Myra's.
No, it's these. I had to cut them straight across.
Well then, goddamn girl, you need some Jergens. Big old man hand.
she gotta cut them gripples down.
Yeah.
Right?
For any man
sleeping like this.
Them gripples.
Sorry.
Girl, you masturbate somebody, you gonna start a fire. But
this nigga here.
Bug brand on his dick. That's crazy.
It's old corduroy extra palms.
Could you imagine a bitch's hands is that rough? You be like, nah, bitch, I'm good. Just
I just told yes, actually, yes, goddamn it, yes. I can't. Hell.
Scrape all the skin. Now you look like a mole.
Right.
What's wrong?
Bitch, get off me. Let's go to bed. Let's go to sleep. Or do it with no hands, whichever one. I don't care.
They had Jason in the corner
He got this bitch back here doing a Naruto run on his dick. His hands behind her.
No, the only time I caught it like that was when she stuck the finger up my ass. I was like, whoa, okay.
Oh no! All right.
My bad.
That's it. We're done.
This is
My
not
bad. My bad. We was in the
169.
Diddy section.
Hold
We was
on.
in Diddy section. I was just my bad.
Oh, whoa.
No Diddy.
Fucking Jason, Jesus Christ.
All right, we gotta wrap up the Diddy thing because you see what happens with us
Do you see? Do you
when the
see?
foulness comes through. But
It's not even us. It's the guest on the show that can't get
Right?
his that ain't
It's
acting
her
right.
bust. It's her over there clipping her toenails. Hell, it started there.
Way to deflect. Way to
Fucking
deflect.
Jason.
we're gonna have to get Britta Sander for Christmas. But we gonna keep up with this situation because I mean it's on every news.
Why did
outlet.
Rhea just take a picture of us?
Because
I have
Brit
no
is
clue.
frozen and she looks funny. So
Oh.
now I have a picture of her. She has several unflattering pictures of me.
I deleted every
Not
last one
several.
of them.
You lie like a rug.
No, I swear to God, I deleted them.
Okay,
Okay.
well y'all figure
Well, I'll
that
just
out
hang on to
because
this one for a little bit.
we gotta hurry up.
Oh,
We gotta hurry up and get into our quick little roundtable discussion. Britt said something earlier that dealt with validation, and that's what this whole episode really was going to be about. But as usual, we get off the tracks and
We went off the rails.
We went off the rails,
us?
but it's
No,
okay.
never.
But it's all good. We're not gonna come up rough like Britt's hands right now. We're gonna go into it very smooth.
Or that bitch that Jason know.
Yeah. Old Sandy
Everything else
Sanderson
right.
there.
It's just it. It's just it.
That's all right. We're not going to trigger you. But I do want to talk about it because I listened to a podcast that, thank goodness I'm listening to it because I really enjoy it. It's not because I'm a big back in the name of it, Grits and Eggs Podcast.
Uh-oh.
I like the podcast, dude. I really do.
Mhm.
But recently, black folks have been given a lot of validation to a whole lot of people. And
That's not recent.
it's not recent, but
I
no,
know what this
recently
is.
it's the gingers have now
Yep.
become
Yes.
a part of the
They're one of
cookout.
us.
They're one of us.
dated
And
a
I
ginger
feel
before
two
when
ways
she was
about
actually
that.
black.
I
Say
think
what,
it's
Jason?
I feel
I dated a ginger.
like they have been
Wait,
excluded.
hold on, Ray. What you
Oh,
say,
okay.
Jason?
I said I dated a ginger, but she was black though.
Yeah. But
Yeah, there's black
these
gingers.
there's black gingers. We have a great friend of the pod, Star. She's a ginger.
She's a ginger, yeah.
Man.
Is she a
my
real
God.
ginger?
Yes.
Some of them
Yeah.
shit, I would, yeah.
Oh yeah,
She got
100%.
freckles and everything.
Oh yeah.
But
This nigga said yes, so apparently he is on the paid site to know if she's a real ginger. or
Oh
not.
yeah.
I done seen some things.
He's
Lord,
not
I
just
done
counting the
seen
freckles
some
on her
things.
face, but in other areas.
Okay.
Hey,
Um,
that's exactly how the one I dated was just like. But I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it matches the drapes.
She's
It's kinda-
an
it's
apple
cool.
head.
And
This
apple
nigga
pussy.
said the carpet matches the drapes.
But again, I was watching the videos and I thought they were real. They were fun. They were funny. They
They were
sweet,
really sweet
and
because
it's-
they were unproblematic in my opinion.
Right.
They were.
Right.
I think they finally feel seen because some of them got emotional about it
Yeah.
because they are excluded from white culture
well because
and
the
they
whole
are
thing
excluded.
they have no souls. Some
Yeah.
of them equated to
Right.
being Irish Scots and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
you still have that beef between the UK and the country
And
of
Ireland.
Ireland.
right.
So-
Yeah, you actually don't see him in white media at all. I mean,
No.
which is
Ron
media.
Weasley.
Ron Weasley is about as ginger as
Right,
you
but
get.
other than
Nigga,
that,
and you see the way that they treated that family, so
Shameless.
nah.
Right.
True. They made them
Well,
poor.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, and during I think it was the Matt Smith run when he became the Doctor, and they went through the regeneration process, and he's Matt Smith, and he's checking himself. He's like, "Oh, I have eyes, ears, yes, teeth, hands," and he pulls his hair down, and he goes, "Still not ginger." Some
He wants
folks
to be a ginger?
that I personally thought, oh my God, he really does want to be a ginger. And when Matt Smith said it, he said, no, that was the thing. I wanted to be a ginger. But
Yeah.
the whole situation of, ginger people.
Well, ginger people are seen as exotic by the white people because if you're a ginger woman, you get much better treatment than if you are a ginger man.
Like Christina Hendricks.
Yep.
Hell yes.
I think she got
Nigga,
really
that
good
bitch is
treatment because of them titties.
I was gonna say that bitch is
That
built
too.
like a brick shit
Brick shit
house.
house, yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, she
But
is.
also, if you remember, that most gingers do suffer from gingivitis, as
That's
told to
not
us by
true.
Cartman.
Stupid nigga.
You don't
Did
remember
you
that on
also-
South Park? When you see a ginger,
No.
you know they suffer from a horrible disease known as gingivitis. And when I first heard it, I bust out laughing. I'm like, wait, gingivitis is in the mouth. Oh, okay.
Did you
Teach
know
me,
that
Cartman.
true gingers are actually becoming slowly over time
Erase?
extinct? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's really hard to have ginger genes.
Mhm.
Like if you have a
Prince
ginger
Harry
child.
is a ginger.
Yeah. If you have
My
a ginger child,
stepsister.
you have to have somebody on one of the sides has to be a full
Yeah.
ginger. It's
Okay.
really hard. So they're
My
being bred out.
stepsister's a
So they're a
ginger.
minority in the white
Okay.
community. So I feel like I said, I feel two ways about it. I feel like, you know what, go ahead and accept them. They're really genuine about it. They really feel seen now. And then in the other hand, they're white. So they get white privilege. And so I don't feel any type of way about them as white people.
Okay. So
That
within that
I-
aspect. Oh, go ahead, Britt.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say I think it should be looked at as an honorary degree. You didn't earn the degree, so don't run around acting like the degree is real, but be happy that you were given an honorary degree.
Oh, they are. They're really
I've not seen any.
heartfelt
I've not
about it.
seen. Yeah, I've not seen anybody go out and act an ass about it. I've just seen like really
but I've
funny
seen some black
type shit.
TikTokers and black Instagrammers who are like this one Asian chick went off.
Oh,
about,
yeah, I saw that video. Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch went off, and then it was.
She was
stitched
like,
by
let's
some
not
black
forget about the
people.
Little Mermaid, how white gingers got in their
Right.
feelings about a black Little Mermaid having red hair.
This is true.
So
This is true.
that's
Yeah,
And
but
there
not
are
everybody
black-
likes
thing.
catfish. And we're
Anthony.
moving on.
Dum-dum.
You know
Hey,
what?
man.
For me,
You need to use that soundbite on yourself. Thank you. Thank you.
oh, black and catfish. But no, I see
Christina
what
Hendricks
y'all
got
saying.
some big old titties. God
Yes, Lord.
damn.
And they get
Cool
bigger
stuff.
every time you see them.
Right?
Shit is going
She's
This
on,
bitch
pretty.
know.
Christina.
Look, she knows her silhouette.
Yeah.
Her and that. What's that bitch that can't speak English on Modern Family?
Sophia
Vergara.
Vergara.
Yeah, they know
I
their
love-
silhouette.
I
always
love
said-
Sophia Vergara.
If there was ever a live action, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, there
Sophia
is
Jessica
your
Vergara.
Jessica
Rabbit.
Rabbit. There is
Yeah.
Who,
Jessica
Sophia
Rabbit.
or Christina Hendricks?
Oh, Christina Hendricks, not Sophia Vergara.
Oh,
She not-
okay.
she
not-
That's
no,
what
like
you're
you-
talking
no.
about.
She
You don't want no
supposed to be-
brown.
Racist.
Sir.
You don't want no
You
brown.
racist.
bitch.
Sir?
No.
He said that with his whole chest. I don't
Right?
know. Oh. My God.
Damn it. Shit. No, I'm
That's
kidding.
some sort
I
of
could
a
care
white
less.
woman.
Yeah, but then you hear like, oh, come on, Roger. No.
Oh, he really doesn't actually talk like that.
Her accent is thick. And when
Did
I hear
y'all-
It ain't
Kathleen
that
Turner.
thick.
Did y'all watch her in the thing about the what do you call it? The girl, the lady who was the mom.
Griselda.
Yeah, Griselda.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, it was good. I
I
enjoyed it.
tried
that,
to.
She
I
did her big one.
didn't-
She did her big one in that one.
I got
Mhm.
about halfway through it.
It was actually
I thought
good.
she was
I
She's
enjoyed
a
it.
ginger?
No.
No,
Sophia
we
Vergara's
just-
not
Oh,
ginger.
okay.
They just brought it
We
up.
got off. We got
Oh,
off
we got
topic.
off
But
track.
again-
Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, wait.
Validation time. All right.
Pay
so
attention.
the gingers are
My
at the
nigga.
cookout. Cool.
Pay
Whatever.
attention.
No, they not.
I'm
We not
fine
No,
with
hold
that.
on,
Nobody
hold
else
on,
at
hold
the
on. This is where things
And there you
take a
go,
turn.
one of the individuals. There you go.
Is it becoming too much of a hindrance of all this cookout invitations?
Right. There's too
Yes.
many. There's too many extended at
Yeah,
this time.
because
You have somebody who can dance, who has a little bit of rhythm, and they can find the beat, and they do a dance, and they put it out on social media, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're invited to the cookout. They're invited to the cookout."
now here's where the craziness come from. There's
There should
more
be a
black
panel.
women validating shit like that than there are black men.
Yeah. No, I
And
agree.
That's where, because I was looking at it and they were talking about, why white men and white women appreciate black women so damn much. It's the
Do white women appreciate us? I don't.
No. It's and I'm not saying no. Let me put it like this:
Okay,
why they
Rhea.
appreciate the validation so much, and it's
Correct.
the I meant to add that. My bad.
Because they all talk about it all the time.
Right.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, to get a compliment from a black woman, it just makes your day.
Exactly.
Why? You know why? I know why they love it so much.
Uh-oh,
They
here
love.
comes
They
the
seek that
connection to the mammy
validation.
titty.
They simply. What they want is an excuse for their behavior because they get one bit of validation and they cling on to that forever and go, all the shitty shit I've done or all the stuff that's sus, it's not real because a black person once said they like my shoes.
Right.
I was going.
Hey man, we need to go back to gatekeeping shit.
And
Thank you.
that's do we because and this is why I say
Yes.
this is why I enjoyed listening to that podcast because brother was talking about black interests, the black bank, and how white folks have bad credit, but yet get all this low interest loans from our black asses. And I was like, okay, I see now. You really are talking about how we validate, how quickly we are to accept. Because I've noticed that we quickly bring any and everybody into the fold
And I hate it. I hate it.
without
Because they don't do the
any
same to
kind-
us.
Yeah, without
We
any
don't
kind
wanna
of
admit it.
vetting or anything.
No.
But we don't want to admit that we make fun of other cultures or we get hard on other minority cultures because they're tokens or because of their proximity to whiteness. We do it in so many different ways. And sometimes it's for the other minorities, they don't realize they're doing it. We don't always realize we're doing it either. We stunt for the white man sometimes harder than we stunt for ourselves. But we
'Cause you was
don't
gonna
want
get
to
your
talk
ass
about
whooped.
that. I'm talking about now,
Oh,
not
okay, 'cause-
back then. I'm
okay.
talking about now.
Because you're going to get your shit repossessed. You're damn
Right.
right I'm coming
Because
out
we
like
don't
you.
like
that's
to
just it.
admit it. But we don't
But
want to
you
admit
know-
that.
The whole justification of it is oh well, we're trying to move on from racism, and to not be racist you have to encompass this and encompass and bring them in, and it's not about race and da 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 da. Fuck that shit. Because
Thank
there
you.
are way too many communities that gatekeep their shit and they make sure they gatekeep
Yeah.
their shit. And
Yeah.
it's okay when they do it, but let us try to
We
do
look
it, then
up
all of
to
a
it.
sudden we're racist.
Right.
Because
We look up to the way they
South
do it in the other
Indians
communities.
marry within their community, live within their community, spend money within their community. Jewish people live within their community, marry within their community, spend money within their community. There are plenty of community. Hell, Mexicans in Texas stick together until you start getting into these like second and third generations that think that they're white. First generation Mexicans stick to fucking together. They marry each other, they stick together, and that is all that there is. We look at it as we want to move up in the world, or we want to appear not to be racist,
And we
or
equate that
we
to
want
whiteness.
correct. And we want to let everybody into the party to appear some sort of way. Think about how many fraternities and sororities that we have. Like, think of the Divine Nine. And when they post something and it's a white soror or whatever, oh, she da 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 da, and it's not about race, da 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 da. And then you go to these white sororities, there are no black people in these white sororities. There are no black women in these white sororities.
And if
They're
there
not
are,
letting us
they're a
into
token.
correct. They're not letting us into their spaces. They're not bringing us to the country clubs. They're not letting us
Right.
into their sororities. They're not letting us into their fraternities. They're not doing any of those things, but we're supposed to allow them into our spaces because it's supposed to be the progressive thing to do.
That's also why I think they do a lot of cultural appropriation, because they understand if they push hard enough, it's not going to matter in the end, because somebody's going to give in and go, well, we really can't say that it's just ours. We created this. It's for everybody. At some point, we do it to ourselves. We kneecap ourselves because we don't want to seem like we can't get along, because then we think about money. You think about your job. You think about your rent, your bills, and you do that. So how do you expect Becky at work who you almost co-sign every little bit they do because either you don't push back or you don't call her out. And so in her mind, she's like, I have 7 Black friends. They are all co-workers. We don't hang out, but they seem to like the way I am. And of course, for them, that goes across the board. They do believe they're entitled to our stuff because they've always been entitled to our stuff. And because every time we push back, they either give us an inch or they squash us.
Okay.
So why wouldn't they expect any different?
So then why are they suffering from Black fatigue then? If they, because that seems to be the new hot term with the so-called, I guess, Whitlocks and Shapiros and Owenses, and we have Black fatigue. It's you're blaming. Stop blaming, but then we validate and y'all still fuck us over. So
right.
It don't really
That's
matter.
why are we consistently looking for them to tell us that they finally get it? So what will that allow us to do? Because even if they say they get it, they only get it for a second. They don't want to hold it. They don't want to own it.
Because the dream is to assimilate. And we get it from multiple sides, because we get it from, I'm sorry, but folks in Africa will scream that Black Americans, yada, 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 this about Black Americans. And they have no issues bringing white people into their fold, regardless of apartheid. Like they completely forgot about apartheid happening in certain parts. But we'll bring white people in.
I'm sorry,
right.
Elaine, you just had the president blast the South African president.
Correct.
And showing,
shit that wasn't really South Africa.
Yeah. It was literally in the Congo or somewhere. It wasn't nowhere near South Africa. It was
South Africa at all.
The northern part of the fucking continent, or in the middle part of the continent.
And it wasn't recent. It wasn't something that happened a week ago. It was but they will be like, oh, you Americans, you're so worried about race and da 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 da. You know what? But it was Americans that helped y'all monkey asses through apartheid that were over here rallying for you. Yeah, monkey asses that were rallying for you while apartheid was going on, and was saying we were going to divest from companies. We weren't going to spend money with companies. We weren't going to buy blood diamonds. We weren't doing these things for you. But then when it comes time, it's like, oh, those Black Americans, they're just all about race. We should have left your asses up to apartheid and let them figure it the fuck out, is what we should have done. We need to stop opening up to anybody that is not Black Americans and gatekeep our own shit. I don't give a shit if you're Black from the UK or you're Black from wherever, because those same people will be the first ones to be like, well, I'm not Black, I'm British. I'm not Black, I'm Italian. I'm not Black, I'm Spanish.
I'm sorry, but
I'm not Black, I'm
Afro-Latinos
this.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Very often, Afro-Latinos go with the Latin country first, and then
light-skinned ones, because them dark ones are starting to realize the game.
But the dark ones do it too, though. That's the killer part about it. I have met Indian, like with a dot, not a feather, men that will look upon me and be like, but you're Black. Bitch, you are darker than me.
Yeah, but they're not that even Black.
No, they're not. It's like an ashy Black. And then we'll have reservations about Black people as if you don't look like fucking us. Yeah. You just have different goddamn hair.
And thinner white lips.
But
not
she's correct. That's the problem. As long as we keep holding these doors open.
Negroidian.
They do.
Okay. I'm going to holler at them.
As long as we keep holding these doors open, Helene is correct.
Nigga,
as long as we continue to hold these doors open and we allow just anybody through, we can't complain that everybody wants to come through.
If Donald Trump's last presidency taught us anything, especially about Hispanic people in this country, it's that they want to come in and then close the door behind them. We need to start doing the same goddamn shit.
I agree.
Well, I'm here. Fuck the rest of them.
We need to build it around us. We need to stop trying to look to the outside for validation. We're not getting it. It's never going to fucking happen. We need to close ranks. Do what every other successful group of color has done, because Chinatown is Chinatown for a reason. Asians keep their money amongst Asians, just like you said. The Jewish people, they do the same thing. Look at Indians in Fremont. My job is predominantly Southeast Asian, and they keep it together. They keep it tight. We don't. and where has it gotten us? So yes, gingers, you're right. You are the whatever of your group. But with that said, it doesn't mean you're now part of our group.
Correct. It's nice. Hi, how you doing? Oh, that's a cute video. You can't come over here.
Right. Just because I like you doesn't mean I want you to be here.
I'll bring you a plate, but you ain't coming in.
Right.
You don't even go
exactly.
here.
That part.
Right.
You don't even go. Wow,
have y'all
girls.
seen like I asked about the Diana Ross biopic earlier, like wanting to see her life. Diana Ross's family took a portrait of themselves recently. It was been within the last couple months, and you could literally see the color leaving that family.
Yes.
And people were like, "It's just a beautiful family portrait." It's not. It's not. You can say what you want, but she is literally. It has only taken 2 generations for her completely to have. She has white grandchildren. Those children are not of color. Patrick Mahomes is gonna do the same thing because them kids are gonna marry white people, and that money is gone. That money that his father brought in to him, then he marries. That money is stopping there. And it's like, why do y'all keep thinking that the black people are still 13% of the population, even after all these goddamn years? Motherfuckers will be like, well, they're lying to us. They're lying to us. They're lying to us. No, what they're doing is we are procreating with people that do not look like us. And then those people that don't look like us are not picking black. They're picking either other, or they're picking the other side, or their children are now picking white, or whatever the case may be. So that is why we are still holding fast at that 13% population mark, and we will not go any higher anytime goddamn soon because we think it's progressive to love outside of the limits of our race.
Britt?
I predominantly agree with what Helene said, and as someone who is a byproduct of, on either side of my family, the only interracial relationship. On the white side, no one has ever, not Mexican, not Asian, not nada. Black side, same thing. I am the only product. And with that, I came out looking like this. I had children with not black men. Now my children have chosen, except for my son, but he changes women like underwear. My children have chosen black partners.
Black,
but I understand exactly what Helene's saying. No, black American. Okay. Yeah, no. My lesbian daughter's partner is a young black woman from the South, and my oldest daughter, her partner is a black man from the DC area. But Helene's correct. Helene is absolutely correct. It is a whitewashing out, and I participated in that. Abso-fucking-lutely. I did.
Jason.
My children. But I can't lie. What am I say? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. My children have corrected that behavior, but I am a part of whatever psychological issue is going on in my head. Yes, right now I am going out with black men. But I also look outside, and some of it is attraction. And for a very long time, it had to do with whatever psychological issue my father hammered into my head. So I'm just saying.
I had a black man that has. I have a black man that has a white child, and then two, some sort of Hispanic or South American, and he's like, my kids are black. Says who? Because. One of them looks nothing like, has no phenotype of anything black. She looks completely Hispanic.
Right.
Nothing down to her name and how she looks, hair, the whole nine. One of them has curly hair, but looks like the other one. And then the half white, half black one looks half white, half black. And he's like, they're black women. Do they consider themselves black women? And he's like, well, it's because if the father's black, they're black. Where's that rule?
What do they consider themselves though?
Where's that rule?
I look this way. I consider myself a black woman. One, because when growing up, there was no differentiation.
They use the one drop rule, and depending on what side you run with, it used to be if you came from the mother who was black, you were black. Game over.
Yeah.
No matter how light-skinned you were.
Right.
That's the black father thing. I'm like, that's interesting. That sounds like you're saying that because you're in that situation and you didn't have black children.
If the mother is black, the child is black. I have a biracial son. He's half Puerto Rican, but he's black because he has mostly African blood in him.
My case is different, though. because I wasn't I didn't have the white woman raising me. But that's why it's only different. If my white mother had raised me, I would
We
not
probably
be
wouldn't be
probably sitting
friends.
here right
Yeah,
now.
we wouldn't be
right.
friends.
I would
That
be a
nigga said we wouldn't
completely
be
different
friends.
individual. My hair would be completely straight. I would be black
Her
when
hair
it
would
was
be
convenient.
fried and blonde, probably.
Right. No, you're right.
Just say
So-
you'd be Rashida Jones.
Right.
Fuck.
Oh, you know how Jason? That's his trigger word. That's one of his trigger words.
Just say
But no, it
Rashida
really
Jones.
does matter. It absolutely does matter. It matters. It matters how you raise your especially your daughters, because mixed boys are still considered black. I don't know why, but mixed girls, unless you present as black, if you have a daughter who's ambiguous looking like me and you raise them by a white mother who runs the house and makes the rules, you have a white child.
You have a white child.
Well, but
That's
again,
what you have.
and I think it's really just the who raised you, because there is a certain rapper. No diss to the person at all. Yeah, I said it's Drake, man. Let's just be honest.
We
he
knew.
was raised by he was raised by his mom, but the black validation that a lot of folks who try to throw that he's black is he spent summers in Memphis.
The grassy Drake is not the
Not
Drake of today.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But again,
That's that on that.
Hey, I was too broke to know about the grassy Drake, so I don't know shit about that life.
Oh no, I know the grassy Drake. I
was
remember
too-
when the nigga got
we
shot
was-
and was in the
we
wheelchair
was
and
too- we was
everything.
too-
I was locked in.
We was too broke. We was too broke for that. I met the nigga at So Far Gone, so I don't know nothing about. Any
Oh,
of
no.
that
you had a
wheelchair
computer,
gym
but
and
you ain't
shit.
had cable.
I didn't have a computer, actually. No. I went
Oh,
to my
okay.
auntie house to get on AOL. Nope.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Not
Gotcha.
the AOL. Oh,
Hey,
that was
You had to
yes.
dial up. They was cursing you out. Boy, I'm on the phone. Get off that damn computer.
The CD.
I gotta get on the phone, Jason.
Get off that computer. I'm trying to download from that piff.
But
But,
but look at J. Cole. He was raised by a white woman.
Yeah,
It's-
but
you know, it
he's
is-
starting to show white tendencies sometimes too.
It is interesting how they look at them differently, but they the same nigga.
Well, and it's because
Yeah, but look how they look. Let's be honest. How you look is also how the world reacts
They
to
look,
you.
yeah, but they look
So
the
it's
same.
like
They look the
Drake
same
got
to
J.
me.
Cole
Cole
got
got-
because
got
J. Cole got
locks.
nappy ass dreads.
yeah, and he walk
Because
around in
when white
Crocs.
people look at him, they don't see the differentiation.
That's
you
because
need
he
to
had
look at it from
nappy
a
ass.
white lens.
If he shaved that
Yes.
shit off and went
Yes.
clean cut, they'd be
Yes.
like, oh,
No,
No, absolutely.
in all honesty, J. Cole was raised in the hood, mind you. Drake was not. No
That's the
matter.
difference.
he wasn't.
There's your
No,
difference.
Drake had a whole
There's
bar,
your difference.
bar
Yeah,
mitzvah.
he had a bar mitzvah. He has
That motherfucker was Jewish up
Yeah.
until what
So
album?
far
What was the
gone.
first
No.
album?
Wait, whoa. He still claimed his Jewish roots. If you listen to the music, he still talks about all those different things.
Well, that is one group of
But he
people
sure
and a
loves saying
religion
nigga
that
a
is
lot.
a very heavy
That
weighted
part.
when it comes to
I don't hear him say hi.
interracial marriages.
No, I mean, I'm
Some-
sorry, Britt. No, I'm just saying, like, okay, it seems like you're black to make $1,
Like what's
Jewish
that
to
one
keep
boy?
$1, but where's the cultural grab at it? You know what I'm
What's
saying?
that
Like,
one boy that don't look black? That's half black. The
Logic.
rapper.
G-Eazy?
G-Eazy.
Logic.
Oh,
Logic.
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 Sorry, I didn't mean
G-Eazy.
G-Eazy. I saw him.
That's
He
that lead-
performed at the
G-Eazy's
Roots
straight
game
white.
last night.
G-Eazy's
But
half black
Logic.
too, isn't he?
Fuck
Is
no.
he?
That's an all white
No,
man.
he a white boy.
Oh, he's
a straight
white?
white
Just
boy.
like
He's
Macklemore.
white. Yeah.
But
you
yeah,
sure?
But
yeah.
no, Logic.
Now,
But
Logic,
Logic
he-
looks white. Halsey
Logic looks white.
white.
Halsey looks
Logic-
white.
But Halsey walks in the white world. Halsey is a white woman for all intents and
does.
purposes. The only time you knew she was even black at all was when during the protest, she came out in a magazine with a big afro wig and her fists like this and her half.
I'm
black
sorry, I don't mean to
brother.
cut you off.
That's the only
Please
time.
wave at that child. They're waving, buddy. All right.
I didn't know what's his name from Kid and Play was half white.
Yeah, kid.
Kid, nigga, look
Yeah.
half white. You think they don't make
I
niggas
just
like
figured the
that?
nigga was light skinned.
They don't
No,
make- they don't make-
G-Eazy
they don't
is
make niggas
partially
like that.
Mexican.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, we
they-
ain't worried
They don't
about
make
him. He
niggas like
is.
that.
Okay.
But no, with kid, that was one of the big things. That's why they made that mention in House Party. Because
But
remember,
I didn't know he was half white either. I thought,
Yeah.
like Helene did, he was light skinned black. But
Because
you
he
also
had
have to remember,
nappy hair.
it
It
don't
has
make
to do
no
with the
I
hair
was
texture
also
too.
raised
Yeah.
in my community where
his
I
dad's
lived,
Jamaican,
my community
like you
where
were
I
talking about.
lived, even being half white just meant light skinned black because you weren't a part of the white world, so it didn't matter. You weren't one of them.
Well,
So where
yeah,
I lived, that's how it was.
right. At
But
the
you
end of
don't
the
look
day,
light skinned, Britt. You look Hispanic.
Okay, no one thought I was growing up.
Puerto
You
Rican.
do, but where I grew up,
Rican.
right? Where I grew up, that's how you guys
my
view
mixed
me.
my
That's
mixed
not
cousin
how
still
I
had.
was viewed.
It's your hair texture. My mixed cousin still
No,
had
you're-
Negro hair.
Right. No, but I'm telling you, for me and others like me, where we grew up, that wasn't a thought process.
So-
They didn't think I was Latina.
okay,
Y'all
I do.
do.
Shut up, you Puerto Rican. But again, when it comes, but when it comes to it and the
Bitty
validation
bitty
of it
bum
all,
bum.
She's
And
not
this
even
is why-
Puerto Rican.
She was Mexican.
oh God, stop.
I love that shit every time it come up, dude.
But again, with the validation aspect of it, because it goes
Oh
both
yeah,
ways.
that's the topic we were talking about.
Well, but I mean, no,
Continue.
this is the reason where we are where we are, because you look at it and you could talk about mixed kids. Where's their validation? Do we
Oh
give
God,
them?
I
Do
see
we give
that
them the
shit
same?
consistently.
Yeah. Do we give them the validation like we're giving the ginger kids? Do
No. Yes, you do, but you give them more validation in a different way because, come on, ginger kids, that's just how their culture treats them.
I know?
We're
the
talking
world.
about half black kids.
I think it depends.
okay, there.
I think it depends. Now, I'm not biracial. One of my children.
You're not a biracial boy.
One of my children's mother. She is biracial,
Okay.
but she was
A
raised by her
biracial,
black.
Jesus Christ.
But she is. I mean, she is. She was raised by her black father, right?
Okay.
Like
So-
Britt.
Oh,
So it was.
Britt
it's
wants
like,
to meet her now.
I do.
And we'll
I
be
really
your friend.
do.
She's a
Yeah.
she is y'all are night and day. So her hair is definitely it's thicker than Helene's actually, but it's a completely different thing. So then you got our daughter, who is I guess you want to say third black, whatever you want to say in that.
She's a tri-room.
I guess whatever you want to say in this situation, but she looks just like me, but her mom's color. But like that is a nigga through and through. It ain't none of the other in there. That little girl is popping, dancing. You know, she just likes the the music and whatnot. But she is all. It's just.
It's how you
completely
raise.
She's
I've always
enmeshed
said
in the
that.
culture. Yeah.
yeah,
It depends
it's-
on
it-
if you're enmeshed in the culture.
Yeah. Because again, if we go by it, and that's why I say within the validation, how do you validate them? You know, I can easily say, Britt, you're a black woman. Okay, cool. But were you raised in the culture that we're trying to, that you want that you're
Did
getting
you-
the validation in? And
Yes.
if all signs say no, then
Hmm.
it's a no.
But I agree
And not
with you.
you.
I absolutely agree. No, I agree
know,
with you.
Because
Did
look,
I send y'all that video of that lady doing that interview saying that she was raised in Canada with white
No.
fucking the girl that she was on one of them housewife shows. She's married to a black man, but she's like half black, but she was
Yeah.
raised by white people in Canada.
okay.
And was like, "Oh, I didn't understand racism until I got here and had to deal with black
Oh,
people."
the girl with the braids.
because
Oh yeah. She's
they
Candace
have it
Owens
like
to
she
me.
was she was talking about voting for Trump and all this stuff, and
Mhm.
like she was not raised in a black culture, and she claims that was the best thing for her because she doesn't understand why we think that white people are oppressing us basically.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and you're married to a whole black man that agrees with the fuck shit that you're saying, a whole black American man that agrees with the fuck shit that you're saying. That is interesting to see.
Well,
I mean, we've not heard from said black
right.
man, but
Now it could be because of the status. Now, if she's on these Real Housewives bullshit shows, right? 9 out
She's
of 10, the
wealthy.
husband. Okay, yeah, 9 out of 10, the husband is financially in a higher tax bracket.
Right.
So automatically, money buys you out of racism. right?
Mm-hmm.
My money is green, just like that white guy's money is green. But again, it's what the green is attached to, and that's a black hand. And what's so funny about that is when you get that, as we call it, the nigga wake up call, that's when it shocks them. It's like a culture shock to them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, yeah, you weren't in this. This is why we talk about it. But then this is where black fatigue, so say, comes in. And contrary to popular belief, we've suffered white fatigue for over 1,000 years, yo.
Right.
I don't give a damn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So y'all can whine about black fatigue all you want. Jason Whitlock, you can move your jowls and talk about, well, you can't sit there for 10 straight years complaining how evil white people were and not have them fight back. Yeah, you can.
I
You
can't wait till
literally
some
can.
cop yanks him out of his car,
How they gonna
calls him
yank
a
him?
nigger, and then hits his fat ass with a billy club.
How they gonna yank him? They're gonna need the jaws of life to remove him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't like Jason, but I don't want that to happen to that
I
nigga.
neither
I
do
want
I.
that to
But
happen
at
to
the
him.
end,
I
but
do.
again,
One of the biggest reasons I think of why they are screaming black fatigue now is because they never gave a shit to begin with. And you can only lie to yourself and others for so long and hold back how you really truly fucking feel. And now it's starting to seep out. I didn't give a shit to begin with. It was in my best interest in that moment to jump on this bandwagon. Now I'm sick of it, and this country's telling me I don't have to like it anymore. Fuck no, I didn't like it to begin with. I sure as shit don't like it now. And I've spent how many years saying what a terrible human being I am when my dead mama and my daddy told me I was a good person growing up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Fucking get over it.
yeah, and it's funny how
This
they
chick, what is her name?
they
Anna Marie Wiley
okay,
is
never
her
heard of
name.
her. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yep.
remember that video.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
and look what she's on, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
And Anna
Correct.
Carolla was
So
like right up her ass too.
again,
Oh yeah.
that's another validation that they like.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you see, that's a good one.
That's
But
a
again,
black
it's a
person
good,
saying this, not us. We didn't say it.
but it's a black person who's not from America. She was born in Canada, right? She was raised in Canada. But Melissa Ford even said the same thing. Like Melissa Ford is mixed race.
She
Her
Canadian?
mom is white. Yes, she's
Yeah.
Canadian.
Oh, I didn't
Melissa
know that.
Ford mom is white and her dad's black, I believe. Yeah, it's not the other way around. And if it is, okay, cool. But even she said it. She was not raised in that culture because it all came out on Joe Budden during the Kendrick and Drake situation, during the beef, during the battle of, well, who can say they black? Drake can say he black. Okay, well, why can he say he's black? Drake has never recognized himself in saying he was a black man. During his Degrassi days, even up till maybe the Take Care days, he never really pointed out who he was. And nobody really asked him. And that's fine. You are who you are.
But was Melissa Ford telling people that she was half white? Melissa Ford was a video vixen that
Yeah.
was on TV because she looked black, but she also looked exotic looking to be
Well,
a black woman.
She was light skinned it. And
Yeah.
not even that light. You can
Like,
tell.
it's not like you were out here screaming from the heavens that you had a white parent, but you sure as shit were not telling people that you were a black woman. Oh, you got another visitor.
That's my mom. Hi, Mom. Hey. I didn't put that. Oh, you can put it back in. Thank you.
You left the yogurt out.
Almond milk. And that's my last I just bought that container.
She finna whip your ass.
Shit. I'm
well,
telling you, she came in there with the business.
Yeah, why is that out? I don't know. My sister
Did she just come from church? She had on a suit.
Yeah, she's is she head of the Usher Society? I don't know. She do.
Oh,
church.
she got the
The
white gloves.
society.
No, she don't.
She got the white gloves.
She don't do the gloves because she don't do the offering.
Oh, okay.
But she's the reason they making money.
Oh, I know that's right.
So no, that
She be on their asses.
I will give validation to her for that. They weren't making much money on fundraisers, man. My mama came through, man. They pull like between $5 to $10 grand sometimes. So
Shit, tell her to set me up a GoFundMe. I need some money.
She won't
That's
even
like
set one
hair.
up, and I'm her child. But yeah, you see, now that's a black mama. She love everybody,
You know, but you
But
know,
when it comes-
parents like other people's children better.
pretty much.
Shit.
But no,
I don't. I don't like many other people's children. I'm gonna just be honest.
well, look, we're gonna leave it on that note. Helene hates children.
I
Um,
do.
we got it. We got it.
I do.
But if we're gonna,
These big head niggas over here be teetering on the edge sometime, but then I gotta remember,
they're yours.
yeah,
You brought them here along with their pappy.
I did.
But I just look at it, and like I said, when I heard the podcast and I saw those videos, the videos were cute, but we have this tendency to let everybody in the door. And when it comes time for it, many of those people we let through the door take everything. They come with to-go plates. If
They
we're gonna
sure
use the
shit
cookout
do.
term, they come with their Tupperware, they come with to-go plates. They fix those before they actually fix a regular plate and come and sit and have communion with us. Because they're like,
Oh no,
"Ooh,
you
I
just
get to
sound
ta-"
like my aunts and uncles. That's all.
But
that
because
sounds
they're
like.
only,
Yeah.
but you have to remember, most of the time they're only there to take. They're not there to add anything to
Yeah.
anything. They're just there to
Right.
take.
It's
They're
in
gonna
the
take that
nature.
shit back. They're gonna run it back to their side of town and be like, "Oh, guess what I got?" And guess what and now we have Viking braids and we have
Right.
motherfucking, all this bullshit that they want to try to rename in
Yeah.
the sake of their whiteness.
And so we will leave it at this. Black folk, this ain't a parking lot. Stop validating.
Okay.
Bong.
Like straight up. Because one of them days, one of them others gonna be like, you niggas validating? And y'all gonna be heated. So maybe for a little while, we gatekeep.
The doors are closed.
Yeah.
Don't even bring me no plates. Fuck that. Let them figure it out. Let them wonder what the fuck is on this plate. Don't worry about it, bitch.
That part.
Because it does seem to me that we give so much, and when we decide,
Are
okay,
you
it's time for us
eating
to
yogurt,
take
Brett?
ice cream,
Huh?
Oh, ice cream?
and she's lactose intolerant.
That's
Wait,
what I'm saying.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Oh, it's
She's
yogurt.
eating
Okay.
Yogurt.
At first, I was about to say, girl, you eating mayonnaise? What is wrong with you?
It's still dairy.
They like that shit though.
Mayonnaise is
That's
not
that white
dairy.
side in there.
Aren't you
Not
I'm
mayonnaise,
not
lactose
eating
but
it.
yogurt.
I'm
intolerant?
eating
Yogurt, yes.
Chobani. Yeah.
Oh
Still-
wow.
Ooh,
She about to blow up that bathroom.
Nigga,
that,
I was
that
gonna
new
say she live at
bathroom.
home. Shit, she got to break that motherfucker in some kind of way.
Well,
Bitch already broke it,
before she has a huge issue with her bubble guts, let's hurry up and take a quick walk down Her-Tep Corner, where, ladies and gentlemen, you give Britt Williams a topic, she can connect it to white supremacy.
Yes, I sure as shit can.
So, Britt,
Shit.
make it quick and give us
Okay.
the cliff notes of the fuckery.
So I am very quickly, and if you do know of black owned businesses outside of the Bay Area, please let me know and I will shout them out. But for now, Red Bay Coffee is a black owned coffee company that you can find in Target. And off the top of my head,
We're not supposed to
think-
shop at Target.
look, some people still go there, and if you're going to go, at least buy black products.
Okay.
Let's
Agree.
be honest. One of the blends is called Coltrane. Another, I think, is like 14th Street.
What's
he
the name of
tries
the
to-
coffee brand again?
Red Bay Coffee.
Red Bay Coffee. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll send you I couldn't find the information. I'll send it to you. But
Okay.
on the topic of what you were just talking about, I just really want to speak to people who are out there and are of color or not of color. And one of your black friends has told you that you can say the N-word.
You can't.
You can't. And here's the other thing. If you want to say it in front of your friend who told you that, that's fine. That isn't a blanket all. Just because your dumbass friend told your dumbass that you could say it does not mean you can walk up to any random black person and just let that shit fly. It's going to be a really short one. It just came off the top of that because we were talking about gatekeeping and don't letting them in. And stop telling them they can say the N-word. They do not have a history for it. If light-skinned and mixed people feel this type of way about even saying the N-word, you really think this white person or this Asian person that you gave that blanket, pass to should be able to say it? They have no humility. They say it because one person that they don't really respect told them they could. So stop giving that shit out. It doesn't exist. It's not yours to give away.
There it is. Oh, and
Mexicans got that shit bad.
Well, what else is new? But I will say this for our Black Business Spotlight. If you are not in the Oakland area or the Yay area, as the legendary E. Fonzarelli, a.k.a. Mr. E40 would say, you could definitely check out Red Bay Coffee online at redbaycoffee.com. So that means you don't have to go to Target and spend
if you
your
don't
money
want to
there.
go.
You can definitely check them out online.
Very nice.
And you know what? Big shout out to Black boycotting, because Target is continually slipping in their revenue to the point where the CEO had to take a massive pay cut.
Oh, poor
No, it not just him, but it's hitting the stores. They are literally talking about making swift changes and changing some super targets to just targets. So we will see.
Good.
Boycotts.
Bring them bitches
Financial
down.
Boycotts
them
work.
bitches down.
Boycotts work. Well,
These idiots, these MAGA idiots are still like, yeah, once you go woke, see you go broke. And I'm like, do y'all not understand what's happening?
Right.
Like,
No, because their fearful leader, has told them something and they don't want to know the truth. They just want, like you said, validation.
after
of
this
their shitty
man
ideas.
just literally had a dinner for people to go and talk to him to put money in a meme coin at $2 million a pop, America is screwed. They can no longer tell me that this is a lawful nation. I'm through with it because
did you see the Trump watches that don't say Trump? They say
they say
rump.
rump. Yep. Now the funny thing is, I'm gonna make that real quick because
That cost $600.
Yeah, but what gets me is that just like everything that Trump does, Trump licensed his name. It doesn't mean it's quality. It just has the Trump name. And that's what these folks did. They licensed his name and paid him to do that commercial. He did not do it for free. He did not do it for, oh, you guys are supporting me and going to vote for me. I'll do it for free. No, he got paid to say, these watches are amazing. I have the first one. It's mine. So I'm keeping it. Go
They're
figure.
the best. They're the bestest.
We literally have a scammer in chief. And
This country got what it deserves. I'm sorry. This is our country right here, right now.
Yep.
This is what we built. We built Donald Trump into existence.
And
we
just
put
to
out
stay
into the ether.
Straight up, once our Trump Gestapo decides to start taking places, taking other people, actual Americans, you can meet up with Britt Williams in Oakland, California. She is easy to spot. She is the pseudo Puerto Rican black woman. She's not Puerto Rican. Rican. You can find her. She ain't hard to find. No, I'm teasing. But look,
You can find me. No, we ain't teasing. You can find me.
I'll be the bitch chasing two sped ass dogs down the street as they run.
Brit's dogs are like TT's.
And she gonna be yelling at them like they goddamn adults, or like like they understand English. No,
Yeah.
don't you? You better stop. If you go another step. Yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna be. Y'all
man.
be able to find her.
Them dogs need a whooping.
No, Brit's dogs are basically like TT's baby and Set It Off. If you get the reference, if you know, you know. They looking to go to the upper room. But look, we got to wrap it up. But before we go, as always, we can never finish a podcast without that question of the pod given so lovingly
Yes.
by that beautiful Red Sunshine, Miss Araya
All
Anderson.
right.
What we got?
So this week is going to be Finish That Lyric. And because we run out of questions in the pod, unless somebody has them, please submit them and we will ask them.
Yes.
Okay.
Leave it in the comments.
This week's question of the pod lyric is, I go on and on. Can't understand why I last so long. I must have superpowers. Go ahead, finish the rest.
Oh, I got it. I'm ready.
People.
Go ahead.
223,000 hours or something.
Blow the
like
whistle.
That?
Tweet, tweet,
no,
tweet.
No, that's not.
I never knew
that
part.
That's the beginning of the song.
I don't care.
Jason,
wait, say it.
I go on and on. Can't understand why I last so long. I must have superpowers.
Go.
I must have superpowers.
It's been something for 1,000 hours. Something.
1,000 hours. 23 something. Wait.
23,000 hours.
You're close, Helene.
Man, rapping.
Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers.
Last 223.
No, not 23. Close.
24.
Last 223.
No.
You think you going to the original?
27,000 hours.
No.
God,
you're going too far.
She went to the original.
Oh my God, what is the lyric?
25.
Rap 225,000 hours.
Is it 25?
Yes.
$225,000. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys failed.
I was singing Drake version.
Still blacker than you.
225,000 hours. That shit don't even make
Whatever.
sense.
I was singing the Drake version. Those numbers
Lord.
count. Those
automatically
numbers calculate up to something.
You're disqualified just because you're singing the Drake version.
I'm not
Right?
disqualified.
You are.
Yes.
It's okay, Jason.
Do you know there's a lawyer out here called The Real Drake, and it's therealdrake.com, and he's a defense attorney, has billboards up in Oakland.
As long as it's not top dog long, that's perfectly fine.
Out here we got the Texas Hammer. We got Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Oh man, all we have is Gordon
just have
McKernan.
Morgan and Morgan.
Oh, and we have William G.
Oh, we have Culpepper and Kirkland too.
Oh wow,
Remember
Sakaloff and
Saloni?
Sakaloff.
Was it Saloni and Barnes? Oh, I remember Sakaloff and Sakaloff.
Sakaloff and
Yeah,
Sakaloff make me
Sakaloff.
laugh all the time. Did you experience ear irritations, blindness, hair removal, loss, or death? Who the fuck is gonna call when they dead?
The wife or the husband.
No, they're saying if you experience it, it's like wait.
Maybe they had to be revived. You know,
Oh, they had Ouija
Resuscitated.
board. Could be. Who knows?
Ooh, that would be an attorney there just with their Ouija board.
I'm suing.
The way
it's
that
like,
Jason tries to come back around to Drake in most conversations makes me want to rip his nose ring out.
No, but then he could throw it at me.
Damn.
He could literally throw that back at me. But again, we got to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank y'all so much for checking us out and watching this episode. Yes, we went a little long, and no, I'm not cutting it in half. You're going to get this in its full entirety because there was
Take it
so
the way
much.
it is.
There it is. You better understand it,
Yes. Take it like it comes.
Right. Get it how you live, as the big timers would say in their albums of the 1990s, But before we go, Jason, please let folks know where they can find you and your partner in crime, Jazz, on the Was It Good Though podcast.
Yes, I am one half of the Was It Good Though podcast. Jazz is out in a break room right now, breaking shit. So you can find us each and every Tuesday on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you may find your podcasts. Of course, half of the Talking Ish podcast with us last week as we got to set it off last week with our y'all's TT and Cleo on y'all podcast.
I was TT. I took the hit.
Yeah, on the class. But this Tuesday we are doing. Wait, we dropping off. Set it off. I take that back. Set it off is dropping this Tuesday. So yeah.
All right. Well, make sure y'all check it out. We're going to put a link in the description. So if you miss out, you're not going to miss out. Y'all need to get some love and check out Was It Good Though podcast. We enjoy every time we get on there because there are lovers spat. And it's a great argument about the movies we be seeing. And trust me, it is hilarious to see Jazz and Jason damn near kill each other when they try to figure out what the 7 deadly sins are.
Nigga. And we are still
That's
getting text
Jasmine
messages
trying to-
about that shit.
That's Jasmine trying to pick. Look, this is how you know I beat her ass in that conversation. She is still talking about that episode.
She literally
That
just
episode
posted
was a
that in
month ago.
Discord like yesterday.
Yeah.
The episode was a
Day
month
before
ago.
yesterday, maybe.
And she
Oh,
is
my
still
goodness.
talking about, is they there? Is they
Are
there?
you talking about the center argument of
Yes,
that
with
each
the
of the
7
characters?
deadly-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, each of the
Yeah.
characters are 7
She was
deadly
still-
sins.
I was like, wait, somebody did another list? Okay, not me.
No, she is not letting that shit go
No.
at all.
She is
She
a
don't
true
know now.
Gemini. She ain't letting it go. She ain't
And
gonna
guess what?
never let
I'm
it
a
go.
true Aquarius. I keep on kicking ass every time she bring it back up.
Well, look, y'all need to make an album called Aquemini. Wow. All right. Let's move on. We got to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a dad joke. That was a dad
That was
joke.
great.
That
That
was
was a great one.
That's literally Outcast.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
forgot
Wait,
you're
wait.
half white. You're not down with it. But
Oh,
yeah, I see.
You didn't know that, did you?
She didn't.
No, I didn't.
Damn.
yeah, it's
See?
a real. Did you
You're
really not know that?
You're not of the culture. I keep telling you. Get this
Yeah.
right.
You really?
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
You really?
That nigga
are-
said, "Oh Lord,
my
the back to
goodness.
See,
I'm sorry,
y'all
what
had
did
a,
you just say?
y'all had a moment where y'all came together.
No, I
and
didn't quite
now-
understand you. What the hell did you just say?
Oh Jesus!
You really are Anthony Hopkins' daughter.
Thank you, Anthony. Let's close out, Anthony.
All right, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
close the
thank
show
y'all
out,
so
Anthony.
You know what,
Thank
Jason?
y'all so much for checking us out.
You can.
She's like, you know what, Jason? Fuck you. No,
love
that's
you.
what she been.
I love you.
Now she black girl.
It wasn't
She
that
black girl.
bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
that
It wasn't. But look,
Whatever.
Jason, thank you so much for joining us. We wrapping it up. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. For the slightly annoyed mixed chick, Miss Britt Williams. For that beautiful red sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson. And for Miss Coretta with the Beretta, Miss Elaine Turagano.
Gang, gang.
We say in parting, if you out in them streets, please be good. But if you can't be good, be careful. Till next time, bye.
Bye. See you later, nigga.